This will be live, so don't say anything your grandma there wouldn't say.
Well, she's not saying much right now.
Well, wouldn't say. Wouldn't have had
would
said.
not have.
Would
Yes.
not have said. Test, test, 1, 2.
Did we give him the entire question, or did we just give him the answer?
What's that?
Did we just give Mel the answer?
Yeah, just give him the answer.
Okay.
Text him the answer. Talk one more time, Kevin.
I don't want to talk.
Okay. Oh, we got 26 people on.
Good. I got a feeling it'll be several hundred, 26 before the night's over. No one's going to sit in the rain if they don't have to.
Turn both mics up just a hair.
Oh. Yeah, because I don't have them. There you go.
All right. Who is out there listening? Let's see where the people are at. And then we'll tell the people where they're at. The 26 people that are on there right now. One in California. One in Phoenix. It looks like Phoenix. Or Phoenix area. What's that? Oklahoma? Or no, that's Kansas.
How good are you at, Jack?
Kentucky. Well, I didn't zoom in, so I couldn't
okay.
see right away.
I just thought maybe
I was guesstimating.
Your geography was a little off.
Got some in Minneapolis.
I'm going to turn these off again.
Hey.
Yeah, W.
Mel. Mel.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, real good.
Perfect.
Good.
Kevin's jumping on here too.
Okay.
We're live
Hey,
on
Mel.
live on the video stream, so don't say any trivia answers or anything like that.
No, no, it's written down. It's all good.
I'll turn the stream down for a second.
Okay.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Awesome. Ready for some rainy night football?
Absolutely. It's a perfect night for football.
There you go, right?
That's
Cold and rainy. Yeah. Okay, so you guys just want me to hook you up, and then if there's a problem, I'll just text you?
Yep, sounds fine.
good. Thank you.
I started that text thing we had going last week with the three of us. So.
Yep, I got it, and it's written down, and we'll hopefully get a winner right away again tonight. It ought to be fun. It's a fun deal. So.
Yep.
All right, I'll transfer you over.
All righty, thanks.
Thank
buddy.
you.
Yep. Can you guys hear me? You guys got me?
I don't hear anything coming from. I can hear you. Yeah. Did you? Was there anything else?
No. Oh, you. Oh. No, I'll hook you up. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to make sure I got it. All right, here we go. Yeah, you guys have a great game.
All right. You too.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you my heart, 'cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars, 'cause you light up the path. I don't care if you wanna tear me apart. I don't care if you Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. 'Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care if you wanna tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause woman that I'll be holding you close tonight. Your eyes got me dreaming. Your eyes got me flying. Your eyes got me hoping that I'll be holding you close tonight. She was the same as 100 ladies, but when my eyes looked at her, I learned that she was keeping a secret fire, and if I got too close, I'd burn. So it looked like I had to move slowly, like a cat at night in the trees, 'cause I was waiting for her to show me the way that she likes to love you feel. Your eyes got me dreaming. Your eyes got me flying. Your eyes got me hoping that I'll be holding you close tonight. Your eyes got me dreaming. Your eyes got me flying. Your eyes got me hoping that I'll be holding you close tonight. Ebony died. Ebony died.
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's top prep and college games. Now from our studios in Des Moines, here's your host, Todd Kim.
College football returns as Iowa State is at home against Louisiana. There's a Great Plains Conference showdown in Sioux City, and week 3 of the high school season includes a rated matchup in Class A. That and more on the Scouting Report.
Hi, I'm Mike Mefford, physical therapist with Hancock County Health System's Sports Medicine Department. My colleagues and I are redefining the rules of the game with our extensive sports medicine experience and knowledge and utilization of state-of-the-art equipment and facilities. Let me help you change your game by recognizing your athletic potential. Join me at the HCHS Wellness Center in Britt or at the Garner Rehabilitation Clinic. Hancock County Health System. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
Back in early August, when the Big Ten canceled its fall season and reportedly tried to talk the other Power 5 conferences into doing the same, it appeared there would be no major college football this year. But the Big 12, SEC, and ACC all held their ground, and a season full of optimism begins tomorrow for Iowa State as the Cyclones host Louisiana in their only non-conference game. ISU coach Matt Campbell has turned the Cyclones into a consistent winner on the strength of defense. But that unit will be challenged by a Louisiana offense that averaged nearly 38 points per game a year ago. Ragin' Cajun quarterback Levi Lewis passed for more than 3,000 yards and 26 touchdowns as they finished 11-3. Campbell says Lewis has the mobility and arm strength of the quarterbacks they'll face in the Big 12.
And when mobility and arm strength come together, and then you put in poise and vision down the field, really great things can happen. And Levi possesses all those traits, and certainly you're talking about a young man, then they've done a great job of tailoring an offense around him for him to be really successful.
The next step for the program, handling high expectations. A year ago, the Cyclones lost several close games and finished 7-6. Quarterback Brock Purdy is embracing the expectations, and the Cyclones hope to make a serious run at the Big 12 championship game this fall.
Right now going into this game, everyone, looks good, and, we don't know what's going to come as far as the fan situation or, all the other stuff that we can't control. And to be honest, we're not, really caring about that stuff right now. We're just, focusing on what we can control, what's in front of us. And so I think, everyone's done a good job with that, and we'll be ready to roll come Saturday.
Spectators won't be allowed at tomorrow's opener, but Louisiana coach Bill Napier does not think the lack of a crowd in Jack Trice Stadium will have much of an impact.
Well, it's the ultimate test of the, your real purpose, the intangibles on your team. Certainly, I think for our team, we're excited about the opportunity and the challenge to play, what some people think is one of the front runners for the Big 12 Conference.
Kickoff is 11 a.m. The game will be carried by ESPN. FCS has moved to spring. Division II canceled. Division III is a no-go, but 2 NAIA conferences in Iowa are playing this fall. That includes the Great Plains Athletic Conference, which begins with a top 10 showdown in Sioux City tomorrow night as top-ranked Morningside hosts number 6 Northwestern. Morningside finished 14-0 after winning a second straight NAIA national title, while Northwestern finished 11-2. Red Raider coach Matt McCarty says his team needs to limit mistakes.
Last year, we turned it over 4 times in the first half and still led. And we've got to be able to take care of the football and really capitalize on the opportunities we get. And then defensively, we've got to be able to make some plays, take the ball away, and give our offense the opportunity to have some short fields.
Morningside coach Steve Ryan says Northwestern provides a difficult opener.
Without question, I mean, they've got an outstanding quarterback back, conference player of the year in Tyson Koima, and then you've got the 3 receivers in Moser, Story, and Solberg, and just having those guys back on offense and definitely the D-line that they've got coming back as well.
Also in the GPAC, Dordt is on the road to take on Midland of Nebraska. William Penn opens the Heart of America Conference race on the road at Mid-America Nazarene. Now, the pandemic has changed the way the team will travel. There'll be no overnight trips requiring a hotel stay, and tomorrow's game has been moved tonight to allow the Statesmen to travel the day of the game.
If something would happen, it's not because we're not trying. Our kids have been great, and the school's been great. And, again, we're looking forward to being able to play. And I think our kids have really embraced that they have this opportunity like many others don't have. And I think because of that, it's made our camp and everything leading up to this point go very well.
That's William Penn coach Todd Hafner. The 3 other Iowa teams in the Heart of America, Graceland, Grandview, and Clark, open their seasons next week. Up next, high school football. On the scouting reports. Who is a Beck's player with heart?
Growing up on the farm, you got to get stuff done. I have to get the job done.
I love the team effort in football. It really couldn't be done by just a few people. You need every single person.
Beck's is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school and in the ag industry. Nominate a player today. Go to brownfieldagnews.com and search Player with Heart. Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
Farmers at heart. At Beck's, that's who we are. For over 100 years, the Beck family has lived and farmed in central Indiana. Today, we're proud to serve a dedicated community of farmers in Iowa. To us, helping farmers succeed means so much more than just being a great seed supplier. Our family of employees and dealers are committed to helping farmers seek new challenges, push boundaries, and innovate in an ever-changing industry. That's what makes Beck's different. We love what we do. We are and will remain farmers at heart.
A pair of rated foes in Class A collide tonight as 9th-ranked MFL Marmac hosts number 5 Wapsie Valley. MFL Marmac coach Dan Anderson says his team faces a tough challenge against an experienced Wapsie Valley team, and he says the game will likely be decided in the trenches.
They do have a young offensive and defensive line also. If there is a young part of their team, because their skill guys are as good as they come. So we're going to be matched, man for man by our skill guys for sure. Maybe they might even be better than us at some of those positions. But, our offensive line and defensive line have got to come through this week for us if we're going to win.
Also in Class A, top-ranked Grundy Center hosts North Mahaskets, number 2 St. Ansgar at Nashua Plainfield, while 3rd-ranked Iowa City Regina visits North Cedar. A pair of rated teams meet in 2A as 9th-ranked Unity Christian hosts number 8 Central Lyon George Little Rock. Doug Brook has a preview.
Both teams enter tonight's game with 2-0 records. Unity Christian coach Josh Van Kempen says the Lions have played solid football in the first 2 weeks.
They're big and physical up front across the line. They'll probably be the most physical team we've seen, and that's not to take anything away from our first 2 opponents. They're just a very good football team. They play really disciplined football, and they've got some athletes on the back end too. They don't make mistakes.
Lions quarterback Josh Lutmer ran for 5 touchdowns in a win over West Sioux last Friday, and Van Kempen says they'll have to play team defense.
It's got to be 11 guys that understand their job and are flying around. If we get out of position or we try to do something above and beyond what each person individual's job is. He's going to expose that. He's that good of an athlete.
Central Lyon George Little Rock coach Curtis Eben says they'll have to try to make the Unity offense one-dimensional.
We got to limit their big plays. They live on big plays, and they've done a nice job of it. They'll run wheel routes and misdirection routes and a lot of different things just to try to throw you off. We got to stay disciplined on defense.
Central Lyon George Little Rock is the defending Class 2A District 1 champion. Unity Christian produced its first winning season last year since 2011. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, I'm Doug Brew.
Also in 2A, top-ranked PCM Monroe is at Sheraton. It's number 2 Williamsburg visiting Davis County. And in Class 1A tonight, top-ranked OABCIG hosts Missouri Valley. It's number 2 South Central Calhoun at home against Clarion Goldfield Dows, while third-ranked Van Meter's on the road at Panorama. This season, Bex is recognizing student-athletes that are not just a star on the playing field, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, and through their community, as well as the ag industry. As a four-sport athlete, Levi Sleezer of Alta Aurelia has learned the value of time management. He is also active in his church and also helps the local American Legion put up flags for various holidays.
We got a walking trail in my hometown, and every 4th of July and all the other seasons, we'll go and help them put up the flags around the walking trail. They'll ask us, and we'll just say, yeah. It's really awesome. Once you get done, you can just look down the walking trail and it's full of flags.
Creston's Connor Travis got an early start in farming and is president of the local FFA chapter.
From as long as I can remember, I've always been riding the combine. But then when it came down to 6th grade, or even before that, I was running equipment and actively involved in agriculture. So I feel like with being on such a well-driven farm and a farm that's been around for such a long time, those opportunities open up.
Another Bex player with heart is Alec Stout of Charles City. Alec enjoys competition, whether it's on the football field or showing livestock.
Showing livestock, there's so many things that you need to do right, just making sure everything's set up correctly and making sure you're doing the right things. So, I definitely come from a competitive background, coming from a family of 3 other siblings, so we compete a lot, and that's definitely one of the things I'm competitive with, too.
Makokona's Connor Becker plans to pursue animal science and credits the work he's done at his father's veterinary clinic.
Just anytime I can help him out, that's awesome for me, because I want to go to Iowa State for animal science and then for vet science.
The rest of Week 3 is next on the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Swivel, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the quality and efficient care you need. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership. Hancock County Health Systems.
Adopt US Kids presents multiple choice parenting.
You've messed up your daughter's haircut. Do you A, get spiritual?
Where's the mirror?
Beauty is within. Oh.
B, find the positives?
Less time blow drying, more time texting?
Or C, show empathy?
Mom, you really don't have to envy. I kind of love it. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
For many teams, district play begins tonight, and a couple of old rivals collide in Class 3A as Fairfield plays Mount Pleasant. Lee Muntz has a preview.
Mount Pleasant makes a short trip to Fairfield for a 3A district opener this week. Both teams won and won. The Panthers were defeated at Tipton 47-28. That after nipping Clear Creek Amana 28-27. Fairfield beat Knoxville in week 1 at home 15-7, then fell at West Burlington Notre Dame last Friday 42-14. Panthers have senior quarterback Jack Johnson, 23 of 44 passing, 368 yards with 3 touchdowns. He also leads them on the ground, 242 yards from 43 runs, 3 of them touchdowns. The Trojans start sophomore signal caller Ike Harris also with 3 touchdown passes in the first 2 weeks. Fairfield coach Nate Wheaton talks about what they expect.
We're going to be in for a battle. We'll be prepared. We know that they'll be prepared. It's a great rivalry game.
we know our kids will be up both emotionally and physically and, work really hard.
Last year, the visiting Trojans led 16-14 at the half, but Mount Pleasant would control the last 2 quarters, winning 42-16. I'm Lee Muntz reporting from Fairfield for the Radio Iowa Scouting Report.
There's one rated matchup in 3A. It finds second-ranked Harlan at home against seventh-ranked Glenwood. Top-ranked Dallas Center Grimes is at home against Perry. It's number 3 Cedar Rapids Xavier hosting Clear Creek Amana. Fourth-ranked Lewis Central is at home against Creston. Fifth-ranked West Delaware is on the road at unbeaten Decorah. Unbeatens collide tonight in an 8-player contest as BGM hosts 9th-ranked Gladbrook-Rhinebeck. BGM coach Jared Burns says they need to slow down a Gladbrook-Rhinebeck run game that's turned out 683 yards in just 2 games.
We can't give them 3, 4, 5 yards a pop and expect to win this football game. We've got to play well on first down. We've got to get them behind the chains somehow and let our offense work, because if these guys have their way, we're not going to be on the field. They're going to eat up the clock, and they're going to get their 3 or 4 yards and more a lot of times, and we're never going to have the football in our hands.
Also an 8-player, Lansing Key looks for a 3-0 start by hosting an Easton Valley team that is ranked 10th in the Radio Iowa poll. Key High coach Chad Winters.
You're talking about a state quarterfinals team from last year. Brought some key guys back from that team. Was able to talk to a coach that played them in the first 2 weeks, and he's under the impression that they're just as good, if not a touch better than what they were last year.
Also an 8-player, top-ranked Don Bosco visits Central City. It's third-ranked Audubon on the road at West Harrison Whiting. And in Class 4A tonight, top-ranked Dowling Catholic visits Johnson. Because of online learning in Des Moines, Iowa City, and Ames, some of the schedules have been adjusted. It'll be second-ranked Southeast Polk on the road, taking on Cedar Rapids Jefferson. Third-ranked Cedar Falls visits Cedar Rapids Prairie. Fifth-ranked Urbandale's at home against Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. That's all for the scouting report. For Radio Iowa Sports.
All right, it's now time for West Hancock football on B103. Let's head to your Miller & Sons pregame show with Kevin and Jay.
All right, thank you, Mel. And once again, you are correct. The pregame show tonight and every night is brought to you by Miller & Sons Golf Cars and Britt, your easy-go headquarters for golf car sales, service, finance, and leasing. Plus, they sell Cushman haulers and Illuma trailers. Go Eagles from Miller & Sons Golf Cars and Britt. Check out their inventory online at millergolfcars.com. And welcome once again to the show here on B103. I am Kevin Wilson alongside the Professor Jay Hiscox. And tonight, the West Hancock Eagles open up the district portion of the 2020 football season as they host the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. And Jay, tonight we have a little bit of a soggy condition out there.
Yeah, wet field, as we've had rain since about Monday almost every day. It's rained fairly steadily and the weather's cooled down. It feels like fall. It feels like football weather. Although, don't tell that to Mr. Johnson over there, who's got his convertible parked, his Eagle convertible, the Eagle Mobile parked in the elementary parking lot. But great weather, and tonight we're honoring the seniors just because of what's going on with this season, and who knows if you'll get through a season or miss a game or two. But you can see on the live stream here, seniors are being honored tonight, and for all they've done to our program, and they've done a lot. They helped win a state championship.
Yes,
and,
they have.
There's a lot of special seniors in this class as well. So it'll be fun to renew the rivalry with the Golden Bears.
Yeah, and the Eagles are coming out tonight, of course, dressed in their home uniforms, all red from head to toe with the white helmets and the big WH, as you're widely familiar with. The Golden Bears are almost entirely white, or at least they are for right now. As the field goes on, or as the night goes on, the field might have something to say about that, but they'll been trimmed out in black with black helmets. So that is your rundown of what things look like here. The field looks great so far. It's nice and green. I don't know what the footing is out there, but we'll see as the game goes along.
It'll be interesting to see how the field holds up. But generally, over the years, our field has held up pretty good in inclement conditions, and hopefully that's the story tonight too.
Well, this is the 22nd time that these two teams have met. West Hancock over the years has held a 14-7 advantage, and last year when these two met, the Eagles prevailed 54-20 on their way to the state championship game, and they'll take the field tonight to try to defend the district championship from a year ago. So, and hopefully they can do that here against the Golden Bears tonight. And, we're going to take a quick. We'll go ahead,
I was going to say that special stat.
West
Hancock victorious last week in an overtime game, and Dan Kroll, our resident statistician and knower of all history that is West Hancock and Britt football. West Hancock is 7-0 after winning an overtime game. So last week we won an overtime up in Forest City, and hopefully we can move that stat to 8-0 after tonight.
Thank you, Dan, for your digging deep in your record book to figure that out for us. So we'll take a quick break. We come back. We'll talk about tonight's opponent, the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, this is Dale of Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. Why settle for just a golf car when you can have a get more out of life car? E-Z-GO continues to revolutionize the golf car industry. Heavy-duty cars that offer the best in comfort and cost less to operate. We offer customization and certified parts and service technicians to keep your E-Z-GO going. Miller & Sons Golf Cars, a half-mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts and service for tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
At First Citizens Wealth Management, we have a highly skilled team dedicated to helping you plan, grow, and protect your legacy across generations.
First Citizens Wealth Management is a division of First Citizens Bank. Securities offered by First Citizens Wealth Management are not deposits of the bank, are not FDIC insured, have no financial institution guarantee, and may lose value.
All right, welcome back to the Miller & Sons pregame show. Once again, Miller & Sons are sponsors of our pregame show tonight and every night. And as the Eagles welcome the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears, a different team from what we've seen last year. Of course, we're a different team also.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the Golden Bears.
The Bears, they lost quite a bit off their squad last year as far as due to graduation. The Bears' playoff history includes 26 playoff appearances, with one championship in 1985 and 3 runners-up in 99, 2005, and 2016. Coach Marty Wadley has been at the helm for 19 of the Bears' 26 playoff appearances. The Golden Bears graduated just over 70% of their offense from a year ago. They come into tonight's contest 0-2. They dropped the season opener to Emmitsburg 35-0. I believe Emmitsburg's a top 5 ranked team.
I believe you're
in
correct.
2A. Now, yeah, they moved up to number 5 in 1A, excuse me. So they lost. They were blanked in that first game in week 1. Then they fell short 28-20 in a back-and-forth affair with Newman Catholic last week. Versus Emmitsburg, the offense was held under 100 yards for the game. Taking over this year at quarterback after the graduation of Marcus Plath is sophomore Garrett Haying. Joining Haying in the backfield is Kellen Murphy, Derek Kirch, and Isaiah Plath. The Golden Bears boast one of the largest offensive lines around, with Cale Kramer, who goes 290, Mitch Busherfield 260, Logan Nemmers goes 290, Joe Marin is 305, and then Sean Davis rounds out the line, and he's the outlier. He weighs in at just 165, but 4 out of the 5 of those guys, Kevin, some pretty big boys up front on that offensive line.
They are a formidable looking bunch at that. So the continuation the recognition of the West Hancock seniors goes on as they're now recognizing the senior members of the high school band, and the new addition to the Bob Sanger Field, the video scoreboard. It's really cool to have a senior picture up on the scoreboard as they're being introduced tonight. So I want to again thank all the sponsors and the donators to the new video scoreboard at West Hancock High School. We're going to take another break. We come back, we'll talk a little bit about the West Hancock Eagles tonight. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, this is Ben from the Hobnob in Britt, and we're cooking up all of our Eagle favorites like the Iowa steak sandwich, the honey barbecue burger, Dirty Bird, or the Hot Mother Clucker. Try our famous duck wontons or corn dip. Come experience the Hobnob in downtown Britt. See our full menu and daily specials on Facebook, or call 641-843-0508. Go Eagles!
Central Financial Group in Britt and Canal, proud supporters of West Hancock. For all your financial services and insurance needs, call 843-4483. We're committed to improving the livelihoods of every family, farm, and business we serve. Central Financial Group in Britt and Canal, where you belong.
Big Brad's Barbecue, award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, fairs, and festivals. Do you have a family get-together and want barbecue? Give us a call at 515-293-0791. Give us a call now for your occasion in the future. And go Eagles!
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
All right, welcome back to the Miller & Sons pregame show. Once again, the pregame show is sponsored by Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. They are your easy-go headquarters for golf car sales, service, finance, and leasing. They sell Cushman haulers and Aluma trailers also. Go Eagles from the Miller & Sons Golf Cars. And I'm going to check them out. Check out their inventory. It's a large one. Check them out at millergolfcars.com or give them a visit. They're just south of Britt on James Avenue. So Jay, West Hancock Eagles coming off a big victory last week, got themselves in the win column.
Yep.
With overtime win up at Forest City. What are we going to say about the Eagles this week?
Yeah, so 2 games into the season, we can say that the highlight of the Eagles season thus far has definitely been the defense. They played well in week 1 against GHV, keeping the Eagles in the game and giving them a chance to come from behind. Last week they held the Forest City offense in check with the exception of one drive, but they came up big again in overtime, forcing a turnover that led to the win. Offensively, the Eagles improved from week 1 into week 2 as they were able to mount several long, sustained drives against the Indians. Unfortunately, the offense has not been as efficient as they would like in the red zone. Last week, 5 first-half drives into the red zone produced only 1 touchdown. So you got to believe that's certainly one area that the coaching staff is looking to improve tonight. And as the season progresses, I know last week, Kevin, we said it. You know, it gets to a point where you kind of get frustrated as a coaching staff, and I'm sure the coaching staff was frustrated. But offensively, yeah, they were getting into things and moving the ball up and down the field. It was either a penalty or they just would stall out, about the 20 to 10 yard line and couldn't finish some drives. So once we can get over that hump, this is going to be a really, really, really good football team because defensively we are a lights out top 3 in the state defense, and if we can get our offense to match that, we'll be a really, really tough team to beat.
Yeah. And we said that right from week 1 that the defense, we were impressed with the defense, and they played well, and they just need to, like you said, get over those problems of stalling out in the red zone and get that offense going.
Yep. So. And you had alluded to it here in your pregame mock-up. Consistent line play, staying ahead of the chains, avoiding the those one plays that put you behind the chains and those drive killers. But tonight it'll be interesting to see, as far as Coach Wadley's concerned, what they decide to do offensively with the weather maybe limiting some things with the wet football out there. So it'll be interesting to see if Garrigan spreads it out. I look for him to try to run the ball and establish a run behind that big offensive line that they got. And I think that plays into West Hancock's favors because defensively our run defense has been really, really good those first 2 weeks of the season.
So it's time to honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. We'll step aside while they do that and let you be entertained with our national anthem from the West Hancock Marching Band. All right, that was your national anthem. Compliments of the West Hancock High School Marching Band. We are just a couple of minutes away from kickoff here. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll finish this up and round out our starting lineups and be ready for the kickoff. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Levo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
All right. Welcome back to a soggy Sanger Field here at West Hancock High School. Again, West Hancock is hosting the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears in the first district game of the season. Other district games going on tonight. I believe St. Ed's and North Union played last night on a Thursday night game. And St. Edmunds won that. I don't remember the score, but I believe
53 to 27.
Okay,
Kevin,
and then
St. Ed's won that.
I know Alta and Manson Northwest Webster were supposed to play tonight, but I understand there was some COVID issues there.
Manson Northwest Webster not going to play, so Alta Aurelia picked up a game with Shenandoah. I'm not sure. I have it marked as at Alta Aurelia, but I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm not sure where that game's being played.
So, and of course, we are here with the Golden Bears and run through their starting lineups real quickly. I know that I believe the Golden Bears will be kicking off to start the game, so we'll go through their defense, starting on their defensive line, and they're big ones, as Jay had said earlier. Number 70, Joe Marin, is a senior, 6'5", 305 pounds. Next to him is K.L. Kramer. He's number 75. He's a senior, 5'8", 290 pounds. Next to him is Mitch Busherfield. Easy for me to say. He's number 77. He's a senior, 5'11", 260. Next to him is Logan Niemers. He's a freshman, 6'5", 290-pounder. Number 29 in the backfield linebacker core is Derek Kirsch, senior, 6'2", 175. Cal Berkey, a sophomore, 5'6", 140. Sean Davis, a senior, 5'8", 155. And then in the backfield, it's number 10, Kellen Murphy. He's a senior, 6 foot, 185. Number 8, Garrett Hayne. He's also the quarterback, playing safety. Number 10, he's a 5'8", 165 pound. Excuse me, number 8, he's a sophomore, 5'8", 165 pounds. Carter Johnson's number 32. He's a junior, 5'11", 175. And rounding out the defensive lineup is number 7, Joey Trainer. He's a freshman, 5'9", 165 pounds. For your West Hancock Eagles on offense, at center was number 52, a junior, Parker Means. He's 5'9", 180. The guards are number 70, John Martinez, and number 53, Justin Osborne, a junior and senior, respectively, 185 and 190. Tackles are Tanner Thompson, a senior, 6'1", 240, and Chase Kroneman, a senior, 6'1", 170. At the end positions are Briar Subject, number 28. He's a junior. He's 6'1", 175 pounds. That's not correct. He's a senior. And number 11, Braden Walk, 6'1", 180 pounds. And he's the other end. At quarterback is Kason Barnes, senior, 6'2", 160. And in the backfield, number 36, Cole Kelly. Number 8, Kane Zool. Number 20, Matthew Francis. Senior and 2 juniors, respectively. And we are set. Here's the runoff, and the kick is low. A line driver end over end, taken by Irvin Gomez. He comes across the field, now back to center, cuts upfield, and gets it up over the 30-yard line up to about the 32, and the Eagles will start 1st and 10 from that point.
And I'm going to try to do double duty here for a little bit, Kevin, and run the camera while we wait for Jenna, the camera girl, to get up here. She was a part of the band that did the national anthem, and we're underway, and it's already week 3. Can you believe that? You got that for me?
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
All right, thank you very much.
It is week 3, and we are underway. Looks like the rain has let up just a little bit as the Eagles come out now. 3 receivers split out to the right side. They're going to pitch it back to Cole Kelly. Cole's into the secondary, up over the 40, and brought down about the 42-yard line. That's going to be a 10-yard gain for Cole Kelly.
They're going to mark him down just short of the first down for West Hancock, but a nice little look there
9 yards, yep.
As they run a little toss sweep towards those trips that you mentioned, Kevin. A little wrinkled in the formation to start out this one.
Now they come out wing to the right is Kane Zool. They're going to give it to Matthew Francis. Matthew's met at the line of scrimmage and goes forward for about a yard. He's going to have first down for the Eagles. We're going to give him just a yard, just over the first down yardage to gain. So it'll be first and 10 for West Hancock. And they'll come out and they'll split Braden Walk out far to the left side. Wing to the right is Kane Zool. They're going to turn. They're going to give it to Cole Kelly. Cole's up over the 45 down to about the 47-yard line.
So far, so good for the West Hancock offense. Staying ahead of schedule, ahead of the chains, Kevin. Anytime you can gain 3, 4, 5 yards on first down, you're doing all right with this offense. Garrigan starting out in a 5-2 defense, and you can see on the live stream, got a fairly good-sized defensive line up there, so we'll see how that offensive line of West Hancock handles that big defensive line of the Golden Bears.
Same formation for the Eagles. Now we got a penalty. Looks like we're going to run out of time, or we got somebody moving. What do we got?
They've got a false start is the indication.
Okay, that'll back the Eagles back up, and it'll be for second down and 10 again.
And just like that, you're behind the chains with the penalty, and it's second and 10.
And they come out in that same formation and put Kane Zool in motion right to left across the formation. So Eagles are moving left to right on your screen if you're listening on the radio. Now they put Zool in motion again. And the give is to Kelly. Kelly's got some room to run. He's got the penalty yardage back as he's brought down at about the 48-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 5 yards again for Cole Kelly.
Fullback trap for Cole Kelly, and good job by the offensive line. Wasn't sure what guard that was pulling, but he did a good job of picking up the defensive lineman and giving Kelly enough room to pick up 6 yards on second and long.
3rd and 3. And they're going to give it to Cole. No, they give it to Kane Zool. And Kane's got the first down yardage as he takes it into Garrigan territory down to about the 46-yard line.
And Bank on the tackle for the Bears. And anytime you got guys in the secondary on that second level making tackles, that's a good thing for West Hancock, because that means they're getting past that front line of defense.
Trips to the right now to give it to Cole Kelly on that little toss again. He looks for room to run, and the tackler actually gave him an extra yard as he tackled him forward, brought him over the 40-yard line. A nice gain on first down of about, let's call it 7 yards.
Same play we saw to open up the game here. Eagles go trips to the near side, and just a quick pitch to Cole Kelly, who's the only one lined up in the backfield.
Now they spread Braden Walk out far left. Kane Zool in the slot or in the wingback position. They give it to Matthew Francis. Matthew's got a hole. Matthew's into the secondary, over the 30, down to the 25, and they're going to mark him right on the 25.
Longest run of the year for Matthew Francis, that time running hard. And
where'd we start at, Jay?
Just about I don't know what yard line we're on. We'll call it the 40.
46, I thought. Okay. 40, yeah, okay. So it'll be a 15-yard run.
Longest run of the year for young Matthew Francis.
And now they come out and they give it to Cole Kelly, and he's going to be stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. They'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Kelly with the carry.
And looks like we got an injured
John Martinez.
Yeah, John Martinez for the Eagles. We'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll be 8:39 to go here in the first quarter. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Britt Food Center is our locally owned hometown grocery store featuring the best cuts of quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Check out our weekly specials at BritFoodCenter.com. Jackie, myself, and our staff at Brit Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Swenson's Do-It-Best Hardware in Britt. Get thousands of handy items like Traeger grills, WeatherTech products, housewares, tools, plumbing, electrical, and building materials, as well as Valspar, medallion, and pristine interior-exterior paint. Good luck, Eagles, from Swenson's Do-It-Best Hardware, downtown Britt, serving Britt and the surrounding area for over 40 years.
All right, we're back. And Mr. Martinez was able to get up and get off the field under his own power. That's always a good sign. And the Eagles are quickly up to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to be wing to the right. That's Sewell. Barnes under center, gives it to Matthew Francis. Matthew is going to be met in the line of scrimmage, and he gets away from a tackle and gets about a yard, and that's about it. And that's going to bring up third down and 9.
With Martinez out, they move Tanner Thompson inside to left guard. And then Alex Marks is making his debut, number 69, out there at left tackle now due to the injury.
So full house backfield for the Eagles. And unbalanced to the left, they give it to Cole Kelly. Cole goes forward for 2-3 yards. And that'll bring up a fourth down and about 8 for West Hancock with 7:48 to go here in the first period. No score.
So that was Kelly on the carry.
That was Kelly, yes.
Over here.
Yep.
Okay.
We're doing a little switcheroo here as Jay's taking over the statistics. And
Jenna's back. Good job, Jenna.
We've never been so happy to see you. I'm a terrible stat keeper, ironically, and, you know.
Same.
So, tight formation for the Eagles, Matthew Francis, and
we got some movement.
Yeah, we got movement here. So they're going to back the Eagles up, or else they're going to decline it, one of the two.
Fourth and long there, and West Hancock with some movement before the play. I thought the play was blown dead beforehand.
It was, yes.
And they're letting them decline it. That play should be blown dead, Kevin, right?
Yes, it was blown dead.
Before the play, but they're going to say that play stands and give
give
the Bears the option to decline it. Okay. So
it'll be first and 10. Yeah, first and 10 for the Golden Bears. They were actually called it a legal shift.
Okay.
But yeah, so the Golden Bears come out 2 by 2, turn to give the ball to Derek Kirsch, and he goes nowhere. He's stuffed right away at the line of scrimmage. May have actually lost a little bit.
It's hard to tell who had the ball there.
Yeah, it was
Kirsch.
Jerseys are nice and white now, but
for now,
yeah, as the game goes on, I'm pretty sure we're probably going to have trouble reading those numbers. Hopefully the field holds up. And
again, we alluded to it in the pregame, really, really big offensive line for Garrigan. West Hancock will definitely have an advantage as far as their agility if that Garrigan line does not get off the ball well with the snap.
So now in the pistol formation. And they got movement again, now this time on the Garrigan side of the ball, and they'll be backing up 5.
So sloppy field conditions, Kevin, and sloppy start to this one as West Hancock had a couple penalties on their opening drive that stalled out just outside the red zone, and now Garrigan backs himself up on second down, going to bring up a 2nd and 15. Called it 2nd and 15.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to remind you to tune in right before the half. Sometime we'll give the Hobnob trivia question for tonight. Golden Bears are out 2 by 2. They put a man in motion. Now they pitch it back to number 10, and he's going to be met in the backfield and dropped again, and there's flag on the play.
Got another flag.
Kellen Murphy was on the carry.
And then we have another flag here on the back side of the play. There's a flag on the far side as I think there was some movement.
Yeah.
Some of the West Hancock kids were pointing before that play even the snap went off.
Got a hold. I just saw one signal, a hold. And
so let's get this cleaned up because this is not fun to watch when we got a lot of laundry on the field.
Yeah, we'll be here till midnight.
Referees are trying to figure out which direction they're going to go and how close to Kanawha they're going to get. Let's see.
It's quite a discussion. Actually, maybe they're talking about maybe going up to the Hobnob after the game or something. The Hobnob Challenge Zone trivia question will be asked here sometime right before the halftime, and then we'll have you text your answers, and you can write this number down here. The number to call with, or to text, excuse me, don't call him. He won't answer. Text him, 828-649-5469. When we give you the trivia question, you're going to text your name and or the winning answer, or the answer and your name in that order. And just a text only. So what do we got? It's illegal participation.
How? That doesn't make any sense
That doesn't make any
at all.
sense. No, it doesn't.
The call during the live play that they're calling is holding. That was the flag that was here on the backside. But if there was 12 men on the field or anything before the play, it'd be dead ball before that hold even happened, right? So now they're going to move this ball forward. We have no clue what's going on, except for that it's 2nd and 10-ish.
It's about 20. Second down and about 20.
2nd and 20, yep. So after back-to-back penalties.
And
now Coach Sanger's getting an explanation. Some area games that we'll keep an eye on tonight, Kevin. GHV's at Cherokee, Spirit Lake at Algona, Roland Story at Forest City, Iowa Falls Alden is at Clear Lake, Waterloo Columbus is at Osage. They're back in action this week. Belmont Clemmy is at Southeast Valley, Newman's at West Fork, North Butler is at Lake Mills, St. Ansgar is at Nashua Plainfield, and Shenandoah is at Alta Aurelia.
So we got trips to the left, to the right. Under center is Hayne. Now he rolls out to his right. He's looking downfield, fires it out there. Incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Out of bounds with 5:46 to go. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 20 for the Golden Bears.
And no flags on the play.
Hallelujah. We've achieved nirvana. You're not going to start singing now, are you?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm
good.
definitely not going to do that.
All right.
Because we would lose viewers.
Looks like we're tying his shoe across the way. Officials timeout for Braden Walk. Kane Zool's going over there, make sure he can get the job done, and he does, and now we're ready to play. 2 by 2 are the Golden Bears, pistol formation. Hayne.
3rd and a lot.
Facing 3rd down and 20. Looks right, now left, now runs straight up the field. Got a little bit of room to run. He's under pursuit by Cole Kelly, and Cole brings him down about the 22-yard line. And that'll be well shy of the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down and about 12, I believe.
Nice play call there. But it was actually Matthew Francis who showed his closing speed there from his linebacker spot to run down the sophomore quarterback, Garrett Hang. And Garrigan on that play, 4th and 20, they're at least able to kind of get out of the shadow of their own end zone so they can line up to punt this one, and Zool and Walk will be back to return.
And set back to punt is number 10, and that's Kellen Murphy for the Golden Bears. He's standing on about his 10-yard line. Snap is a little bit high, and it's a nice punt, end over end, taken by Kane Zool at the 40-yard line. Kane gets out of one tackle, up over the 45, and slips as he crosses midfield, and
you got a late flag.
49-yard line of the Golden Bears, and the late flag flying in here.
Not sure what that is all about, but
and then calling.
You got the indication of what it is?
No, I haven't. See what we got. It looks like we got a block in the back by West Hancock, and that'll back him up.
Looked like Zool's going to have some room there, and just slipped when he was trying to make a cut just past the 50-yard line. But West Hancock going to back up from the spot there. Still going to have relatively good starting field position for the Eagles. Oh, wow. I think I saw what they threw the flag for. I hope that wasn't what they threw the flag for, but anyways, maybe they're using all their flags up early tonight.
There you go. Don't they know that they have to wash those when they put them on the ground?
Oh, now we got an officials timeout. We got the sanitation timeout.
Yes, sanitation timeout. We'll take them with them. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
At COM1, we bring you local, superior service and products. From fiber-powered digital HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone. Choose COM1, your local one, serving Kanawha, Corwith, Clemmy, Ritt, Duncan, and Garner. Friendly service from people you know. Visit com1net.net today.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Snow communities. You support us so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles.
All right, welcome back. 4:49 to go here in the first period. No score. West Hancock is facing 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Let me remind you again about the Hobnob Challenge Zone trivia question. Sometime during this first half, late in the first half, we'll give you a trivia question. The first person to text in the correct answer, you text the correct answer and then your name, all on the same text, of course, to 828-649-5469, and the winner will win a $20 gift certificate to the Hobnob in downtown Britt.
I got a bonus trivia question for you.
A bonus trivia question, all right.
Brian, this
one doesn't count.
This was thanks to Brian Nedved.
Okay.
Whose 18th birthday is it today for West Hancock?
I should know that.
Initials are J.A. You got it. Vance Hagen wins. A pat on the back. Good job, Vance. It's Justin Osborne's 18th birthday. Happy birthday, Justin.
All right, 1st and 10. And Justin and his crew are up to the line of scrimmage. Wing to the right, Kane Zool. Barnes under center, turns, gives it to Cole Kelly. Cole got some room to run. Cole could go to the house. He's over the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, West Hancock. 4:40 to go. 4:39 to go, first period from Cole Kelly.
57 yards out, and that's what we've been waiting for, and we've been accustomed to with Cole Kelly. He's a home run hitter. That time, Justin Osborne, the birthday boy, and the rest of the offensive line open up a big hole, and Cole Kelly knows what to do with it and opens up the scoring in this one as he takes it to the house from 57 yards out. West Hancock leads 6-0 with 4:39 to go.
And Ben Martinez is on to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Kason Barnes. Here's the snap. It's a little bit low. Ben gets it up, and it looks like it's going to be good. Ben Martinez converts the extra point, and with 4:39 to go in the first period, it's West Hancock 7 and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
This is Kason Barnes.
And this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock Athletics.
Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City.
Say the Barnes boys sent you.
Hi, I'm Dave Zroslik, president of Stellar Industries. Stellar reflects the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee-owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHB Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members. Come to Britt for the last Britt Car, Truck, Bike, and Tractor Night Cruise on Wednesday, September 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. Rain date, September 23rd. This is a family-friendly event with tons of kids' entertainment and food. See our Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
All right, welcome back. West Hancock on the board now leads 7-0 with 4:39 to go in the first period as the rain picks up a little bit here. Ben Martinez set to kick off. Here's the runoff, and it's high end over end, angling towards the near sideline. It's going to be taken by number 29 right at the 25-yard line. He's going to go forward and be brought down right away at the 29, 30-yard line, somewhere in there.
That was Kirsch on the return.
Yeah, that was Kirsch on the return, Derek Kirsch.
Well, nice drive there by West Hancock. Got to love those one-play drive, Kevin.
That you do.
Those are always nice ones to have in your back pocket, and we've been missing those explosive plays this year. We saw it a lot last year out of the Eagle backfield and that Eagle offensive line and opening things up, and hopefully that's a sign of things to come for West Hancock as Kelly's able to rip one off from 57.
2 by 2 are the Golden Bears. Hayden under center. Turns, gives it to Kirsch. Nope, going to keep it himself off the right side. And going to go up over the 30 yard line before Cole Kelly will bring him down with about a 2-yard gain. It'll be second down and 8.
Second down and 8.
And last year's Class A Player of the Year, Tate Hagen's watching, and he's angling for Carl and the crew back at KOW to invest in some replay software on the live stream. So Tate, we'll let them know.
Same formation now for the Golden Bears, 2x2. Hayne under center, Kirsch in the backfield. Hayne looks things over. Here's the snap, gives it to Kirsch off the right side, met right away and dropped. He's going to have no gain. Might have even lost a yard on that one, as Croneman, Thompson, Osborne all collapsed into the hole right away and shut things down. That is going to bring up third down and a long 7, short 8 for the Golden Bears.
I want to go back to that first down. Who had the carry on first down of this drive? Kevin, I missed it. I was looking at
the quarterback.
Quarterback did?
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
So 3:29 to go. Third down, 7 for the Golden Bears. From their own 32-yard line, they come out 2x2. Hayne looks things over under center. Drop back to pass. Straight drop back. He looks right. He's got a man in and out of his hands and incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down. It was intended for Austin Von Bank.
Yeah, that time West Hancock brought the blitz as Chase Croneman was coming up the middle on the blitz, hurried that throw a little bit, and excuse me, Hayne put a little bit too much on it, but it was probably a good thing that it was kind of an errant pass, as it was covered up pretty good by Briar Subject, and then Zool had him bracketed on the backside, and Garrigan will line up to punt.
Just a thought here I'll share with you in a second after this punt. Back deep to punt is Kellen Murphy for the Golden Bears. And he's a rugby-style kicker. This one's high, end over end and short, taken by Braden Walk. Excuse me. I keep calling him Caden. And he's going to just let it drop down at the 27-yard line. That back judge, Jay, when he threw that ball over to the far sideline, man, I tell you, the way he can throw a curveball, we better get him signed on our favorite baseball team.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a nasty little wicked curve he threw out there.
Rain, mist still coming down. We can see through the lights of Bob Sanger Field here, and West Hancock going to take over for their third drive of the game. First drive went about 6 or 7 plays and stalled out. Second drive was a 1-play touchdown drive by Cole Kelly.
Wing to the right is Kane Zool, and they give it to Cole Kelly off the left side, and he's going to go forward for a yard, maybe 2, and it'll bring up second down. We'll call it 9.
Kelly was carried, tackled by number 29, Kirsch.
I just got Dirty Bird running around in my head, you know, and as I think about that, I think about the hobnob. You want to get up there and try the Dirty Bird. You can't go wrong with that corn dip that they have. I suppose the Dirty Bird eats the corn dip.
I would think so.
Yeah, I suppose. Okay. Check them out on Facebook. Or just head on up to the hobnob. Wing to the right now for the Eagles. Give it to Matthew Francis, and he tries to cut up field and slips down at the 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Eagles.
Big collision there on the outside as Tanner Thompson was pulling and met someone in a violent way out there and trying to open up a hole. But, again, we alluded to it in the pregame. Footing might be an issue with the weather. Kind of a slick turf tonight, and 3rd and long for West Hancock.
And wings to the right. They give it to Cole Kelly off the left side. Cole's got the corner. He slips out of a tackler. He's on his feet, running. And Cole's got first down yardage as he just refused to go down. And he gets the first down for West Hancock up at the 37-yard line.
Gain of about
152 to go.
Gain of about 13 to go. And watching that on the replay that I can see, there's no way he should have picked up that first down, Kevin. I mean, he was dead to rights a few times, but just sheer will and fight was able to pick up the first down and move the chains on a 3rd and long. Cole Kelly already up over 100 yards, 8 carries, 100 yards even on the night. 2
receivers to the right. Now they put Kane in motion into across the formation. Flags on the play. Is that what we got, or we got a timeout?
We got a false start.
False start on the Eagles.
Now I got to give a shout out because I gave one to Tate. So then Braden Lear out there in Pella, he's watching. So last year's quarterback from the state championship team, watching the live stream, and good luck to those guys as they're down in Pella, and keep your grades up and have fun.
Unfortunately, unable to play this season.
Yep.
Division III football has been nixed.
We do have some college football tomorrow, though, as the big guys will get started Division I, except for the Big Ten, the Hawks, and the Big Ten and the Pac-12. But Iowa State will be playing tomorrow as they open up against Louisiana.
2 receivers to the right. Zool in motion back towards the formation. They give it to Matthew Francis. Matthew gets tackled in the backfield and coming up to make the tackle. is Garrett Hayne, the quarterback and safety for the Golden Bears. Made a nice play on that one. The footing isn't real good out there. And
that was a really good job by Hayne, though. He had to come up and get skinny, dip under, because he had Tanner Thompson coming out, and he read the play, but he kind of had to beat Tanner Thompson first, avoid him, and he was able to beat him to the spot and then get up and make a nice play in the backfield for the Golden Bears.
So second down and about 20 for the Eagles as they give it to Cole Kelly, and Cole's got the hole. He's going to go the way. He's over midfield. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 15, 10. Touchdown, Cole Kelly.
73 yards out this time for Cole Kelly, and have yourself a night, Cole Kelly. As Cole Kelly, another big touchdown run, this time from 73 yards out. West Hancock goes up 13-0 with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cole Kelly now up to 173 yards on just 9 carries to go with his pair of touchdowns. Wow.
And a nice big hole. You and I could have run through that hole, Jay. Granted, we'd have been a little bit slower.
Van Hagen tells me that's 19.2 yards per carry. That is not a bad average.
It's Benny Martinez on to try the extra point. And snap is out, or good, and the kick is up and good. So with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter, West Hancock leads 14-0 over the Golden Bears of Bishop Garrigan. This is West Hancock football on B103.
The Titanium Lunchbox in Brit is the fan favorite for homemade pizza, pasta, burgers, subs, and ice cream. Our famous West Hancock Eagles make this their hangout, so you should too. Enjoy everything from a chicken stuffed pretzel to a Greek pizza, even some ranch tossed as an appetizer. For full hours and menu, visit our Facebook page. The Titanium Lunchbox in Brit, what's in your lunchbox?
Bauckham Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 50 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and Shivers drying equipment. Bauckham Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
All right. Welcome back with 25 ticks to go here before the end of the first quarter. West Hancock leads 14-0 over the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears on the legs of Cole Kelly and the offensive line. And Benny Martinez set to kickoff for the Eagles. Deep for the Golden Bears are number 10, Kellen Murphy, and number 7, Joey Trainer. This is going to be Murphy from about his 16-yard line, and he's going to go off to the right side and be brought down at the 26 or 7-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears, 19 ticks to go here in the first period. West Hancock off to a little better start tonight than
Kevin, I'm going to move this
were in the first couple
here,
okay.
Here, because we're getting a poor signal every once in a while. So
all right.
See if that improves things. Score update, Chase Eisman, thank you. Algona leads Spirit Lake 3-0 early in that one.
All right, thanks, Chase. Now the Golden Bears come out 2-by-2. Hayne under center, Kirsch in the backfield. He fires one out to the receiver in the flat, and he's churning his way, getting out of bounds after a gain of about, looks like 3 yards maybe.
Murphy with the catch.
That was Murphy on the catch.
Kellen Murphy with it, Kellen Murphy. That is a 3-yard gain. I bring up 2nd down and 7 with 13 ticks to go here. Last week we had Kellen Moore. This week we got Kellen Murphy. These wide receivers just reminds me of Kellen Winslow.
My best friend from high school, Kellen Thompson.
There you go.
There we go.
And what do we got? We're going to have a timeout by the Golden Bears with 13 seconds to go in the first quarter. They trail 14-0 the West Hancock Eagles. We will be back after this quick break.
In
Flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose In-Step Flooring in Kanawha.
All right, welcome back. And I just found out right now, I just had a premonition that we were going to have a halftime guest tonight at halftime. Someone you all know, someone you all love, but that's all I'm going to say right now. I'll surprise you with it.
Got another score update for you, Kevin. GHB was traveling over to Cherokee, Washington tonight, and they lead 13-0 early in that one. Chase, thanks for the score updates. Keep them coming.
And
that way I don't have to look for them.
Eagle fans, make sure you get into the Britt Food Center on Fridays from 7:30 to 4 and sign up for the Britt Food Center Sack of the Game contest. And if the Eagles record a sack during the game, you might be the lucky winner of a free bag of groceries, compliments of the Britt Food Center. So there's a fumble on the play.
They got it.
And Golden Bears get it back, but they lost a couple of yards back to about the original line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up third down, and that'll also bring up the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one, it's West Hancock 14 and the Golden Bears 0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Levi, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats, plus Viking and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop downtown Britt.
Hi, we're Britt Seed Company, local farmers and channel seedsmen, working side by side with a channel seedsman in your fields to understand your growing conditions is the best way to select channel products placed to perform for better yield potential. That's seedsmanship at work. For products placed to perform, your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, Mike, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
3rd and 8 or 9.
Okay, I'll go with that. I still think it's 10, but welcome back, everyone. You're hearing the conversation. Jay and I are debating about how far it is, third down and whatever. And
third and long.
Yeah, it's third and long. It looks like it's going to be. They still don't have the chain set. We're going to call it 3rd and 9.
As Eagle defense is yet to give up a first down here in this game, as we just about getting ready to get the second quarter started. West Hancock leads 14-0, thanks to a pair of long touchdown runs by Cole Kelly. The last one was from 73 yards out, and the first one was from 57 yards out. So West Hancock offense looking a lot better tonight, Kevin, and anytime you can add those explosive plays to the arsenal, that's definitely going to help loosen up that defense.
Absolutely. And the Golden Bears going to come out of the huddle 2 by 2. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Kirsch in the backfield. Now they put a man in motion. And they swing it out. Oh, just missed getting us. We got one. We got one. John Martinez in on the Britt Food Center sack of the game. And the winner of a bag of groceries is Lois De Leon. So, Lois, if you're listening out there, make sure you get on into the Britt Food Center and get your bag of groceries. Compliments of Britt Food Center and the Britt Food Center sack of the game.
Lois and who won last week? Blanche Cheezick?
I believe that is correct.
Lois and Blanche are neighbors, so maybe you need to live on 3rd Street if you want to win the Britt Food Center Sack of the Game contest.
Back to punt
Need my wife to sign up.
Back to punt, is Kellen Murphy. And this is going to go into West Hancock territory. Everybody gets away, and it's going to be down at about the 42-yard line where West Hancock will take over 1st and 10 with 11:15 to go in period number 2. And
so far, so good. And I will say something, both those drives. Alex Marks is a new player we got this year who moved to Britt, and he's been in on both these touchdown drives as he's moved into left tackle when John Martinez went out with injury, who he's back in there now, but they moved Tanner Thompson inside to guard where he played last year. Marks to the outside at tackle, and West Hancock's offense has looked good here on these last couple drives.
And they give it to Kelly straight ahead. And Kelly takes it up to about the 49-yard line, gain of 7 yards. That will bring up 2nd down and 3 for West Hancock. Eagles are on the move on 1st down. So rain is light but steady here at Sanger Field tonight.
The story of the week.
Yes, it has. Eagles come out, wing to the right. Kane Zool. Barnes under center, turns, gives it to quarterback keeper, gives it to himself, and he's into Garrigan territory down at the 46-yard line.
Gain of 5 by Cason Barnes, and we've mentioned John Martinez's name many times in this one. That time he did a good job of pulling out from his right guard position, picking up a key block and freeing up Barnes just enough so he can move the chains and bring up another first down for the red and white.
So the Eagles up to the line of scrimmage, wing to the left this time. And they're going to give it to Cole Kelly once again, and he's up to down to the, well, let's see where they're going to mark it. Just shy of the 40-yard line the way it looks. And that'll bring up second down and about 5 for West Hancock. We'll call it, yeah, almost exactly 5 with 10:13 to go in the second period.
Good tempo here.
Yes, I was just going to mention
West
that.
Hancock.
To come out with a wing to the right, that's Zool. They give it to Kelly. Kelly straight ahead. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down the way it looks. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the Garrigan 36-yard line.
Fullback trap that time for West Hancock, and Coach Kevin Eisman, the offensive coordinator, and crew calling in a play here on 3rd and short, and Eagles doing a really good job of staying ahead of the chains after that first drive where it was kind of skewed by some penalties for both teams when we opened this game up, but now we're getting into a good flow here offensively.
Eagles give it to Cole Kelly off the right side. He could go, and he's going to go. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, West Hancock.
That time it was 36 for 36 and a touchdown for Cole Kelly as he takes it in from 36 yards out. West Hancock 20, Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 0, 9:24 to go here in the first quarter, Kevin. And Cole Kelly, I got to take off my shoes here in a second to start adding up these rushing totals.
Well,
we're just in the first half. We got a stat guy here next to me.
Give him the stat book and turn him loose.
I might have to ask him real quick a quick trivia question. Most yards in a single game for West Hancock.
As Ben Martinez's kick is up and good.
Most rushing yards in a single game.
So Ben
individual
converts another one with 9:24 to go. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, this is Dale of Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. Why settle for just a golf car when you can have a get more out of life car? E-Z-GO continues to revolutionize the golf car industry. Heavy-duty cars that offer the best in comfort and cost less to operate. We offer customization and certified parts and service technicians to keep your E-Z-GO going. Miller & Sons Golf Cars, a half-mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
McCluskey Appliance. For the best quality, selection, and prices on American-made Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jenn-Air appliances. There's only one name to know, McCluskey Appliance. See them in Mason City or Garner and get free delivery and great service after the sale.
Welcome back, everyone. 9:24 to go, second period. West Hancock leads this one now 21-0 over the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears here at Bob Sanger Field. Ben Martinez set to kick off. This one's high, end over end. And driven backwards and stumbling, and now getting his footing is Joey Trainer. And he takes it up to about the 30-yard line. And he was rumbling, stumbling, and bumbling.
I got Cole Kelly at 223 yards so far, Kevin, early in this one. So he's going to, if things keep progressing like this, he may threaten the all-time individual record for rushing yards in a game, which is held by Chris Slugger, who had 321 in a game versus Belmont Clemmy in 2010, and then he went for 310 in 2012 versus Lake Mills.
Two receivers to the right for the Bears. And was that a designed run?
It was an ugly play that was blown up by that really good defense, and Hagen's going to take a loss of a couple.
Can't really call it a sack. He wasn't back to pass.
I think they were trying to run a little option there, and
There was no option for him.
With my unofficial stats, and again, mine are unofficial, but I have him passing Mark Sanger on the individual rushing yards in a game with that last run. Mark had a high game of 222, and we got Cole Kelly with 223, and we still got 8:40 to go here in the first half, Kevin.
And to give it to Kellen Murphy, and he's going nowhere. He's stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle, Martinez and Francis.
So the Golden Bears facing a 3rd down and about 12 with 8:17 to go and counting here in the second period, first half. Would expect the Golden Bears probably come out pass here as they come out trips to the right.
And apologies if the video is pixelating a little bit. We just got, it's kind of a poor connection tonight. I don't know if it's the weather or what's going on.
And Hayden is picked off by Braden Walk. Braden up with the 20, 25, 15, finish it. And Braden's going to take this one to the house.
I got 29 yards out, Kevin.
29-yard interception.
The pick 6 for number 11, Braden Walk, the junior defensive back, as Haying's pass when Aaron Walk did a good job of finding the football, and then he knew what to do with it once he came up with it. Braden Walk, pick 6 for West Hancock, and Eagles are looking good here as they honor the seniors on senior night, and they lead 27-0 pending the Martinez extra point. And yes, they are going to kick it.
Yep, Martinez out on the field, out of the hold of Kason Barnes. Here is the snap. It's good. Kick is up. Kick is good. Perfect 4-4 is Ben Martinez on the night, and West Hancock leads 28-0 over the Golden Bears with 7:48 to go before the half. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto insurance. It's just another way the Brett State Farm team is there to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscock and his team in Brett at 641-843-3563.
Break open a new career at Michael Foods of Britt. Health, dental, vision, 401k match, tuition reimbursement, paid holidays, vacation time, and yearly incentive bonus. So break open your opportunity. Apply today at michaelfoods.com. Michael Foods of Britt says go Eagles.
Casey Nielsen, your local John Deere dealer. When you believe in your equipment, you stand behind it. That's why you get a 6-year powertrain warranty on any John Deere compact utility tractor that covers both residential and commercial use. Why? Simple. Nothing runs like a Deere. See the limited warranty for John Deere turf and utility equipment at dealer for details. Casey Nielsen Limited in Kanawha.
All right, Ben Martinez with the kick, and it's high, end over end, over the head of everybody and into the end zone. That'll be a touchback as Ben gets a hold of that one. Had a little bit of wind aided, and they'll take it over at the 20-yard line, they being the Golden Bears, as they trail West Hancock now with 7:48 to go before the half, 28-0 here at Sanger Field.
A couple other score updates for you. West Fork leads Newman 7-0, and St. Ansgar leads Nashua Plainfield by the same score, 7-0 as well.
So other than the rain, and it's a little bit cool, it's a beautiful night for football.
Especially when you're in the press box and you're dry and warm.
That's right. Golden Bears come out now, 2 receivers to the left. Hayne under center. 2 men in the backfield. Now back to pass, and then he's going to give it to Murphy. And Murphy's got first down yardage, and he's tripped up as he crosses the 33-yard line, brought down about the 34-yard line. And nice play on first down by the Golden Bears.
First down of the game for the Golden Bears. That time they line up in the I formation, and it's a gain of 15 by Kellen Murphy as he is able to move the chains. This time we're going to go trips here to the near side, Kevin.
Trips to the right. Hayne gives it to Kirsch, and he's going to go straight forward for a couple yards. Going to bring up a second down and let's call it 7. We're going to give him 3 on that one. And that'll be sliding the ball down at the 38-yard line for the Golden Bears with 7 minutes to go here in the first half.
And again, our apologies. The live stream, we're having some connection issues with the hotspot here, I think, due to weather, so some pixelation. Just stay with us, it'll come back.
And it's Kirsch once again. He's near the first down yardage.
Just short, says Nate Lennon. Bring up a 3rd and short here for the Bears. They're trying to put together a drive here for the first time tonight as West Hancock defense, Kevin. You know, it'd be a shame if we didn't mention how good the defense is looked, especially against the run. And this offensive line is, we're outweighed up front. They look like a professional. Yeah, they look like a small college when they come up to the line of scrimmage. There are some big boys up front.
2 receivers right, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper for the first down. And it'll be 1st and 10. He gets a yard, and that's about all he needed. 6:03 to go in the first half.
I believe they're going to say it's first down. Yep.
I think they're
going to move chains.
Yep. And they actually move the ball back and move the chains forward. So.
Weird how that works.
Yeah. It's not an exact science.
Definitely not. Kevin, who do we have next week and where are we at?
We're home and we have the St. Edmunds.
Yes, and they were a winner last night.
Yes, over
Union 53 to 27.
2 receivers now for the Golden Bears to give it to Murphy. Murphy swallowed up in the backfield. Mike got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defensive tackles. Ben Martinez and Tanner Thompson got penetration to kind of blow up that play and allow the rest of the Eagles to come in and finish it off.
It was a convocation. This year.
No, that was our food island.
Yes.
Gave us the language arts or English lesson there and taught us what a convocation was.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Kirsch in the backfield. Hayden looks things over. Gets under center. Here's the snap. Drops straight back. He's under some pressure. He finally went out there. He's got a man open. Complete to number 1. He's got a first down. That's off on bank.
I think he might be just short. Depending on where they spot it. They're going to spot it. Give him, that's going to be a first down. Be a first down as a completion. 2 on bank. Good job there by Hayden to set up in the pocket. Get the feet underneath him. And
Chase Cronin going to come off for a play here. He's a little bit shaken up.
Yeah, Cronin coming off slowly there. And Brighton Coogee coming into the game to replace Cronin. Coogee will move to the defensive line, and Ben Martinez is going to move back to the linebacking core.
Now a little switcheroo here at the line of scrimmage as they come out trips to the right. They were 2 by 2. And now they give it to Kirsch. Kirsch is going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, dropped right away. And coming out to make the tackle was Pro Kelly Ben Martinez. Chris Osborne, Osborne. Wrong weather. 4:28 to go in the first half. 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Bears. We trail 28-0 to the West Hancock Eagles. They come out with 2 receivers to the left, 2 men in the backfield. Kirsch and Moore. Hayden gives it to Moore, and Moore's drop for a couple-yard loss.
Ben Martinez and Justin Osborne birthday boy.
Moore on the stop. Moore a little bit shaken up on that play.
Kevin Mills texting us and saying our video stream audio is really low. It sounded funny. I don't know if it's because of the connection, but if you want to turn my mic down, my head stop. See if I can.
All right. So the Golden Bears will come out now 2 by 2. Hayden looks things over. Kirsch in the backfield. And back straight back is Hayden, and he throws it, and it's going to be in and out of the receiver's hands. That's Von Bank. In and out of the defender's hands. That's Matthew Francis, and incomplete. And that'll bring out 4th down. Golden Bears.
Highway 18 west in Britt. At 3
First Citizens Wealth Management, we have a highly skilled team dedicated to helping you plan, grow, and protect your legacy across generations.
First Citizens Wealth Management is a division of First Citizens Bank. Securities offered by First Citizens Wealth Management are not deposits of the bank, are not FDIC insured, have no financial institution guarantee, and may lose value.
All right, welcome back. And as we go back, Cole Kelly on the carry gains about a yard off the right side. And I'll just tell you here real quickly, at halftime we'll make an equipment upgrade, if you will, or a connection upgrade. We're going to try anyway. As soon as we get to the halftime break, the Eagles come out now with wing to the right. They give it to Kelly straight ahead. He plows his way up over the 30-yard line.
Cole Kelly with the carry again.
And that'll bring up a third down with 2:39 to go. It's going to be third down and about 3 yards. Long penalty here. We'll see with 8 seconds to go on the clock. It'll be about a minute and a half to go when he just punted. And it's a high spiraling punt into the near sideline. And that touched the Golden Bear. That touched the Bear. Maybe the official, I don't think, said no. But it sure looked like it might have. But down it at the 31-yard line. And he didn't touch it. He couldn't have been any closer without touching it. So interesting play. The Golden Bears will take over first and 10 with a minute 22 to go here in the first half. And they'll break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left. Payne goes under center. Kirsch and Moore in the backfield. And I think we're going to have a false start. False start on the Golden Bears will back them up 5. It was like they were trying a hard count, but did not work out for the Golden Bears. 1:22 to go before the halftime break and the McNeese Tire halftime show. Oh, and our trivia question. I almost forgot. Trivia question for tonight is, let me get that up here just 1 second, as they flow it out to the flat, and it's dropped right at the 25-yard line, and that's going to be actually a little bit of a loss, and that'll bring up third down or second down and 16 for the Golden Bears. That was complete to Cal Berkey, but he actually lost yardage. Our hobnob trivia question for tonight is, who was the leading tackler from the 1982 season? Okay, 1982 West Hancock football team. Who was the leading tackler on that team? Text your answer in to, just one moment here, I'll give you that number. After that play, with 39 seconds to go, we're going to have a timeout. It'll be a timeout by West Hancock. So the hobnob trivia question, I'll give the question to you one more time here. And I got to get... All right, welcome back. 29 ticks to go here in the first half. West Hancock leads 28-0 over the Golden Bears, and West Hancock took a timeout. Golden Bears are facing a 4th down and 10. West Hancock trying to conserve those last few seconds. You never know. You can return a punt, or you could, or you could, you never know what could happen in 29 seconds. Lots of things. Jay could go nuts over here trying to move cables around right now.
Already there, buddy. I got 87 lights flashing right here, so that's got to be good, right?
Yep. I'll tell you when we come back to the halftime break who the winner is of the trivia question. Here's the snap, and we have a flag, and the punt's away. And the punt's going to go down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line, but we do have a flag.
Cal Berkey flag on the play.
And we'll see what they do here. I'm guessing that...
Kevin, are those 3 green lights on over
They
there?
are, my friend. So we'll see what they do here. Eagles have it going to make them. Looks like they're going to make them kick it again.
We're back.
We are back. All right. So the Eagles Kane Zewell will try it again, and the Golden Bears will kick it again. Kellen Moore was under some intense pressure when he kicked that one. So it'll bring up 4th down and 15. They'll back him up 5, and we'll try this again. As Moore backs up, and he's standing on about his own. Yes, I did. About 14-yard line. And here's the snap. It's a good one. He gets this one off. Oh, when it hits a up lineman, and it's going to be smothered by one of the Eagles right at the 30-yard line. So West Hancock, with 12 ticks to go, will have 30 yards to pay dirt before the half. And it looks like Jay is back.
I am not an IT guy, Kevin. I'm sweating after that. There's
Oh,
so
my
many
gosh.
cords laying around.
And he's not kidding, folks, because he took his coat off and everything.
Wiping my brow. And I don't know what we got for stats anymore for Bishop Garrigan, but I know I got the West Hancock ones kind of right.
Okay. Well, there's trips to the right for West Hancock. Cole Kelly alone in the backfield. They're going to give it to Cole. He's off the right side, and he churns his way forward. West Hancock will take, will they take the timeout? Yep, they'll take their last timeout with 7 ticks to go here. And we'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back and do 7 seconds of football. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Central Financial Group in Britt and Kanawha, proud supporters of West Hancock. For all your financial services and insurance needs, call 843-4483. We're committed to improving the livelihoods of every family, farm, and business we serve. Central Financial Group in Britt and Kanawha, where you belong.
Big Brad's Barbecue, award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, fairs, and festivals. Do you have a family get-together and want barbecue? Give us a call at 515-293-0791. Give us a call now for your occasion in the future. And go Eagles!
All right, welcome back. We have 7 ticks to go here, and I'm going to make sure before I say it, but it looks like West Hancock, and they are. Ben Martinez is on. West Hancock's going to give a whirl and try to kick a field goal here.
Be a
37-yarder.
Yep.
And here's a good snap. The kick is up. The kick is no good.
Just a bit outside, Kevin.
Benny rushed that one a little bit, and that one's no good. And we're going to we still have a second on the clock.
And my
so
apologies.
To one more play.
Technical, just so the people know out there, whenever we have wind and weather, our connection can be poor. And thankfully we have internet up here, and hopefully it holds up. Sometimes the internet can be pretty slow up here, so we usually try to use that hotspot. But I didn't like the rain and the wind.
So the Golden Bears will come out here with two receivers to the right, and they're just going to take a knee and go to the half. And so at the half, it is West Hancock leading the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 28-0 here at Bob Sanger Field. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have to recap the first half and jump right into the McNeese Tire halftime show. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
If you've been to a wedding in the Midwest in the last 2 decades, chances are good it's been Mojo Productions rocking the reception. And if it's a party you want, Mojo Productions can deliver. Street dances, private parties, even karaoke. Mojo Productions has you covered. So give us a call at 515-408-1074 and get Mojo working for you.
Sense Seed and Services in Britt, your local Pioneer team. Pioneer brand soybean varieties are raising the bar on yields and pushing those yields even higher with local knowledge, services, and support. So make the most of every acre with Pioneer brand soybeans and premium seed treatments like Ilevo. Sense Seed and Services in Britt and Pioneer, with you from the word go.
Britt Food Center is our locally owned hometown grocery store featuring the best cuts of quality meats, fresh produce, deli, and bakery items. Check out our weekly specials at BrittFoodCenter.com. Jackie, myself, and our staff at Britt Food Center appreciate your support and wish our Eagles good luck.
Swenson's Do It Best Hardware in Britt. Get thousands of handy items like Trigger grills, WeatherTech products, housewares, tools, plumbing, electrical, and building materials, as well as Valspar, medallion, and pristine interior-exterior paint. Good luck, Eagles, from Swenson's Do It Best Hardware, downtown Britt, serving Britt and the surrounding area for over 40 years.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
All right, welcome back to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt for all your vehicle, semi-truck, and ag tire needs, parts, and service. See McNeese Tire and Automotive 1.5 miles west of Britt on Highway 18. McNeese Tire, as always, says good luck to the West Hancock Eagles. You want to contact them at 843-3536. That's 843-3536. Or check them out online at McNeeseTire.com. And before we get into the recapping the first half scoring, the winner of the Hobnob Challenge Zone Trivia question for tonight, again, this was the question was, who was the leading tackler on the 1982 Britt Eagle football team? And that answer was Jim Byers with 70 tackles. And the winner was Taylor Sanger. And you probably will recognize that name as Coach Sanger's wife. She didn't know a thing about it, honest to God. I tell you right now, she didn't know, but she was the winner tonight, and she must be up studying that book that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes. So once again, Taylor Sanger, easy for me to say, Taylor Sanger, winner of the Hobnob Trivia Challenge, a $20 gift certificate. Congratulations to Taylor. Recap the first half scoring quickly here for you. It's been Cole Kelly and Braden Walk show for the Eagles in the first half with 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Cole Kelly broke free from the left side of the West Hancock Eagle offensive line and went 57 yards for the touchdown. Ben Martinez on to kick the extra point, and it was good, 7-0 in favor of West Hancock. And then with just 25 ticks to go in the first period, it was Cole Kelly again, this time on the right side, 73 yards, and Ben Martinez did the honors of the extra point, put the Eagles up 14-0. Second period, it was Cole Kelly again with 9:24 to go, and he went 36 yards this time to the north end zone off the left side. Ben Martinez on to attempt the extra point. It was good, 21-0 West Hancock. And then in the second period, facing third down and long, the Golden Bears went back to pass. Braden Walk picked it off, went 29 yards to the house with 7:48 to go before the half. Ben Martinez kicked the extra point, and that brings us to our halftime score of 28-0 in favor of the Eagles. So we have a special guest right now. In fact, I tell you what, we're going to take one quick break here, and when we come back, we'll have a special guest, someone that many of you know and is a big West Hancock supporter. But before we do that, we'll take a quick break. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
At COM1, we bring you local, superior service and products. From fiber-powered digital HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone. Choose COM1, your local one, serving Kanawha, Corwith, Clemmy, Britt, Duncan, and Garner. Friendly service from people you know. Visit com1net.net today.
Pritchard Auto Company of Britt is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics, music, arts, and education, as well as many activities and organizations in the Britt and Kanawha community. You support us, so we can support them. Check us out on Pritchards.com. Give us a call or stop in and let us earn your business. That's Pritchards.com. Go Eagles.
This is Jason Barnes, and this is Rylan Barnes, letting you know that H&R Block is a proud supporter of West Hancock athletics. Please call them for all your income tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Algona, Garner, or Forest City. Say the Barnes boys sent you.
All right, welcome back to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. Once again, the McNeese Tire and Automotive in Britt sponsors your halftime show. Check them out for all your vehicle, semi-truck, ag tire needs, parts, and service. They're just a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Give them a call at 843-3536 or check them out online at McNeeseTire.com. And I have a special guest with us tonight, and I've been given hints all the first half, and Dan Kroll is with us, and some of you will recognize right away. Dan is the author of the Bob Sanger era history book from West Hancock football. And Dan, welcome aboard.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I've perused your book. You know, Jay and I have contacted with you a lot. You've done a great job with the book. Well, first question I got for you tonight is, what was your motivation? What got you started doing this?
I just love high school sports, and growing up in Britt, it's an awesome place to enjoy high school sports with the success we've had in all the athletics, especially football, and playing for Coach Sanger. I just got curious a couple years ago, looking up stuff, and put a little spreadsheet together, and one spreadsheet tab led to another, and last fall, just a couple of us decided that we need to put the record book together, so it just kind of turned into my passion, my hobby, and here we are.
Well, and I tell you, and you give Jay and I a little love in the foreword to the book, and I appreciate that. It was a pleasure to help you get things going and communicate back and forth with you, and you fed us some stats, and it's really do you have any idea how many hours you've put into that thing?
I think you guys or someone else asked me at one point, and I kind of did a little math, and I estimated about 4,500 hours in the last couple years, from when COVID hit in March and our school got shut down. We couldn't go to school and work. I started staying up till about 2 in the morning every night after my boys went to bed and my wife went down for the night. So I just 5-6 hours a day just since the pandemic hit, but even before that I was doing stuff pretty regularly.
Now, I got to tell you a little story, folks. And last week or 2 weeks ago you were here handing out the books that had been pledged for and so forth, and selling the extra ones that you didn't have accounted for. And I walked up to Dan and I told him what the trivia question was for the night, and Dan didn't even blink an eye, and he just spewed the answer out. Do you have all this stuff in your head?
A lot of it. Not all of it, but I ran my hands and stuff through these numbers all the time till 2 in the morning most nights, so it just was kind of natural to remember a lot of that stuff. So my wife always tells me, if you forget my birthday, you're in trouble, because I can remember who did what back in 1986 or whatever. So. Well,
I tell you, Dan has done a wonderful job with it. We get a lot of our information that we bring to you, historical information in the pregame show, is compliments of Dan, and thank you for giving us access to that information. Dan actually, Jay and I had access to that information prior to him even publishing. But any plans in the future? What's your plans of going forward with the book? I know you have some.
Yeah, I've been working on it actually a little bit in my little bit of free time I have. I'm going to, after the 2020 season, make it digital. Put it online after I update this season, and the plan is to eventually start getting information from prior to 1968 when before Coach took over, and I also want to do a Kanawha section as well.
Cool.
This school year has been kind of interesting,
so
time is not my friend right now, so it's going to be more in the winter that I update that.
Sure. Well, Dan, I tell you, that thing, it's comprehensive, and I know you said yourself that there are some things that you just don't have the records for. And I know that you would certainly welcome if anyone has anything out there, if you find some history in your attic or something, and you think it would be useful, or you don't think it would be useful, and you're ready to throw it away, get a hold of Dan. And if you don't know how to get a hold of Dan, get a hold of Jay or I somehow if you're in the West Hancock area. And we'll get the information to him, and I'm certainly sure that he would welcome that information.
Definitely.
Just, to verify what he has in there and to make sure it's accurate. And, of course, I don't doubt one bit that what it is, but, there are some things that we're missing, and you have said that right away. And so, but again, Dan, I want to thank you for your work. I know the West Hancock, the Eagle Nation, thanks you for your work, and you've had a tremendous response. And you were able to give $10,000 to the Sanger Legacy Fund, and that's incredible. It's great to be a part of the Eagle Nation.
It is, and I tell you what, the work's not done with the Sanger Legacy Fund. There's some big plans for that. So I'm not stopping at this record book in 2020. We want to keep that going and help the Sangers get that Legacy Fund going even further than it is now. So.
And Dan's a young man, so he's got lots of time or lots of years to accumulate this record book. And this volume is going to be thick if he keeps going. So, again, Dan, I want to thank you for your time tonight. I want to thank you for putting this book together. Thank you for your help with Jay and I putting together our pregame stuff and all that over the years. And it's just been, it's a really neat thing, and it's an honor to be a part of this great program. And I want to wish you all the success putting together the book going forward.
All right, thanks for having me.
You bet. Thank you. Once again, that's Dan Kroll, the author of the Bob Sanger, or the West Hancock historical era, or Bob Sanger era record book. So we're going to take a quick break. We come back. Jay will have our halftime stats for you. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Dave Rosslick, president of Stellar Industries. Stellar reflects the values of small-town living: honesty, integrity, kindness, and caring. Employee-owned with locations in Garner and Kanawha, Stellar is a proud supporter of the GHB Cardinals and West Hancock Eagles. Log on to StellarIndustries.com to learn more about Stellar and how you can become part of our family.
Go Eagles from the Britt Chamber of Commerce and our members. Come to Britt for the last Britt Car, Truck, Bike, and Tractor Night Cruise on Wednesday, September 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. Rain date, September 23rd. This is a family-friendly event with tons of kids' entertainment and food. See our Britt Chamber of Commerce Facebook page for info and events.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
All right, welcome back once again to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. And Jay's over here while I was talking with Mr. Kroll.
Getting some scores and some stats.
He had his shoes off. He was adding things up. I mean, he had to take his shoes off just to add up
bad.
Cole's. Yeah, Cole's yards in the first.
But
I mean,
tell you what, adding up Garrigan's offensive stats was relatively easy, Kevin, as our defense has been very, very stout here early in the season. I shouldn't say early in the season. We're
third of the way in.
I was going to say, well, now we're halfway over now.
Right.
The regular season's season's only 7 games this year. Everybody's going to make the playoffs, and we're 2.5 games through. So we'll be over halfway.
Yeah.
Halftime of next week.
Right.
For Garrigan, they ran for 41 yards as a team in the first half. Kellen Murphy, 5 carries, 15 yards. Derek Kirsch, 5 carries, 12 yards. And Garrett Haying from the quarterback position, 6 carries for 14 yards. Haying was 3 of 6 through the air, 15 yards and an interception. That interception was of the pick 6 variety. That was Braden Walk scoring from 29 yards out. On the receiving end for the Golden Bears, Haying hit 3 different receivers: Kellen Murphy, Austin Von Bank, and Cal Berkey. For West Hancock, they ran for 265 yards in the first half, nothing through the air. On the ground, Cole Kelly leading the way, 17 carries, 240 yards is what I got him at unofficially, Kevin. Matthew Francis, 5 carries for 12 yards. Kane Zool, I got him just 1 carry. Is that correct? I was thinking back. You just had that 1 carry early in the first half on the left side?
There might have been one other, but we might have missed it when we were having some technical difficulties between the two of us. So
right now I just got 1 carry for 8 yards, and again, I'm very unofficial and had a little moment there while we were trying to fix the live stream and the video feed. Cason Barnes had a carry for 5 yards. Barnes 0 of 1 through the air. So Cole Kelly, keep an eye out on his numbers. Whatever they come out with officially, he's going to move up there in the record book, Kevin. Is what we say 315 was the
I believe that's what
most,
you said.
or 321.
Yeah.
I'll have to get that.
I think it was 321.
Those Chris Slugger's got the top 2 rushing performances for West Hancock. Some quick score updates for you. GHV leads Cherokee 20-0 at the half. Spirit Lake and Algona, that one I still got a 3-0. Chase Iceman, if you can give me an update, that would be great. Forest City Roland Story, I don't have a score update there. I'll text our friend Zarin and see if he's got one for me. Clear Lake leads Iowa Falls Alden 7-0. Belmont Clummy, they're back in action after missing out on their first week of the season. They won last week on Saturday over, who'd they beat Saturday?
Lake
Belmont.
Mills.
Lake Mills. They trail Southeast Valley 20-6 at the half. West Fork leads Newman 14-6. No score between Lake Mills and.
Is that what you had for St. Ansgar? 21-0.
No, thank you. Lake Mills, North Butler, no score. St. Ansgar leads at Nashua Plainfield 21-0, and no score update for Alta Aurelia and Shenandoah. And when we come back, we'll talk about halftime adjustments and maybe run through the top 10 rankings, Kevin.
All right, so this West Hancock football, West Hancock leads 28-0 at the half on B103.
The Titanium Lunchbox in Britta is the fan favorite for homemade pizza, pasta, burgers, subs, and ice cream. Our famous West Hancock Eagles make this their hangout, so you should too. Enjoy everything from a chicken stuffed pretzel to a Greek pizza, even some ranch tossed as an appetizer. For full hours and menu, visit our Facebook page. The Titanium Lunchbox in Britt, what's in your lunchbox?
Bauchelman Grain Equipment has been in the grain handling business in Britt for over 50 years. Call Paul at 843-3734 today for more information on grain bins and Shivers drying equipment. Bauchelman Grain Equipment in Britt, the grain drying specialist.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the McNeese Tire Halftime Show. Just minute or so here before we're ready to kick this thing off. And once again, I'll tell you, the McNeese Tire Halftime Show was brought to you by McNeese Tire. And we're a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. They are your go-to for semi-truck, ag, tire, vehicle needs, parts, and service. They're just a mile and a half west of Britt on Highway 18. Give them a call at 843-3536 or check them out online at mcneesetire.com. And Jay will talk about some halftime adjustments here as we're ready to kick off. Ben Martinez set to kick off for West Hancock, and we'll get those. We'll talk about them as we go. Once again, first half, Lois De Leon, a sack winner, Britt Fruit Center sack of the game, and Taylor Sanger was the Hobnob trivia question winner. And we've got several things we can choose tonight for the Britt or the First State Bank of Britt play of the game. Hopefully, we'll have a few more here in the second half. As Martinez runs up, kicks this one, and he kicks it. It's going to be taken by Moeller at his 15-yard line. Excuse me, that's Trainer up over the 20, 25, 30, and he's going to get brought down shy of the 34-yard line.
Trainer on the return.
And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Golden Bears.
Before we get to the second half started, a couple score updates from what I gave you. Spirit Lake leads Algona 14-3, and Forest City and Roland Story are tied at 0 in the second quarter. Kevin?
All right. Well, we'll work in a little bit here. West Hancock, I guess, for things to keys to the second half. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, defensively, we talked about in the pregame and the first two games, they've been outstanding to open up the season. Defensive line, linebackers, secondary, everybody's been reading their keys and doing their job, and hard to move the ball.
As you say that, there is Tanner Thompson. No, Ben Martinez.
And I was just going to.
He made a great play behind the line of scrimmage. And
I just wanted to allude to something because we lost a lot of players due to graduation last year. And for us to be successful, we need some good stories to come out of some of these kids that are stepping up and playing for the first time. Ben Martinez has been terrific from his defensive tackle position early on in the season. Rylan Barnes has done a really good job at his outside linebacker position along with Briar Subject. So kids are stepping in, filling holes that were left by some graduating seniors and not missing a beat.
Two receivers right now, and back to pass is Hayne. He fires one out here in the flat, and it's going to be out of the reach of Joey Trainer. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Golden Bears. And for the Golden Bears, Jay, they just need to get something going on offense.
Offensively, it's been all about West Hancock's done a really good job of getting defensive line penetration to kind of blow up some plays. And we talked about how big their offensive line is, but sometimes having a big offensive line, if you're not getting off the ball quickly and that defensive line is quicker than you, they can cause some havoc with that quickness. And West Hancock's defensive line of Kelly, Martinez, Thompson, and Osborne have done a really good job of wrecking some plays.
2 by 2, they come out. He fires one out there. He's got Von Bank, and Von Bank's in and out of a tackle, and then dropped just into West Hancock territory at about the 47-yard line.
Gain of 18. Haying to Von Bank. That time just a little square end route by Von Bank. Shows good hands and then able to get upfield and turn about a 10-yard gain into an 18-yard pass reception.
Haying hung in there because he had some intense pressure coming from his backside. These guys come from behind last week versus Mason City Newman. So the Eagles got to be on top of their game as they give it to Kirsch off the right side, and he's going nowhere. He's met at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards.
Run by Kirsch.
And that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 with 10:38 to go.
You know, one thing I'll say about this West Hancock defense the last 2 weeks is they've been able to make teams one-dimensional in the fact that they're completely taking away the running game. Last week versus Forest City, they didn't give up anything. They made them one-dimensional, have to put the ball up in the air. And this week, again, they've completely taken away the running game again against the Golden Bears. And we know Coach Wadley, he wants to establish things on the ground first and then sprinkle in the pass and try to get things to the outside. But hard to be successful consistently in the passing game if you can't get that running game going.
2 by 2, and they're back to pass, and he fires one out there intended for Von Bank again, and incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Golden Bears. So he straight drop back pass, and actually it threw a nice ball out there, but no intended receiver was not in the area.
That timing was just a little off there on that one, Kevin.
So they'll break the huddle. This time we're going to have, well, it looks like they started to come out with trips to the right, or now they're going to go 2 by 2. Kirsch in the backfield. Hayne puts Moore in motion, and they're going to pitch it to Moore, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 6-7 yards.
Ben Martinez in again.
And Benny was not fooled by that motion at all.
And Ben is definitely undersized at the defensive tackle position, but using his quickness to his advantage, able to beat the blocks, get in the backfield, and pick up Murphy in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 or 6 on the play and going to bring up
4th down and about 17. So 9:30 to go. Walk and Zool back just about their 10, 12-yard line while waiting the punt here from Moore of the Golden Bears. Here's the snap. Murphy's punt is going to be taken by Braden Walk. Comes left and then goes back right as Trainer turns him upfield, and he's going to be brought down about the 26 or 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 West Hancock. 9:10 to go. West Hancock leads 28-0.
Good coverage that time by the punt team, as it was Trainer and Grand Jeanette down there on the coverage, and didn't give the returner much room, as Rylan Barnes going to come into the game now, bringing the play for Briar Subject, and West Hancock will start this drive at their own 27,
yep.
26?
27. So it'll come out now, wing to the left, and that's Matthew Francis. They're going to fake the handoff and give it to Cole Kelly, I believe, straight forward. It's going to be about 1.5 yard gain and bring up 2nd down and 8 with just under 9 minutes to go here, 3rd period.
And again, that first half, it was all about Cole Kelly, 240 yards in the first half, 3 touchdown runs, 1 from 53, 1 from 73, and 1 from 36.
And this time it's going to be Kane Zool, left side, excuse me, and he's going to be brought down about the 34, just shy of the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and short. We'll call it 3rd and 2 for the Eagles. 8:20 to go.
Be interesting to see if Garrigan makes any adjustments defensively. I know they still are in the 5-2 defense, 5 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and the secondary pulled tight up to the line of scrimmage.
And now the full house backfield for West Hancock. They're going to give it Cole Kelly's big hole. He's into the secondary. He could go to the house. He breaks a tackle at the 50-yard line. He's gone. He's going to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Hancock and Cole Kelly.
65 yards as he moves up to number 2 or 3 all-time individual leading rusher in a single game. 65 yards for Cole Kelly. So to stack on top of a 57-yard touchdown run, a 73-yard touchdown run, a 36-yard touchdown run, he goes from 65 yards out this time, his 4th touchdown of the game. And I know we named him the State Farm Player of the Game last week, and I usually don't do back-to-back players of the game, but you know what?
He's making
it.
He's making a play for it here.
Might have a repeat tonight, Kevin.
Well, don't give it away yet.
Stay tuned.
Kick is Ben Martinez up there, kicks the extra point, through the uprights, right down the middle. 7:52 to go in the third period. It's West Hancock 35 and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 0. This is West Hancock football on B103.
Game on at the Britt Barn Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Barn Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
In-step flooring in Kanawha. Think of plush, luxurious carpets in hundreds of colors and patterns. Consider the handcrafted beauty of exotic and domestic hardwoods. There's also the diverse styles and durability of ceramic and luxury vinyl. Options for all budgets. Choose in-step flooring in Kanawha.
Hi, I'm Levi, and I play for the West Hancock Eagles. My Grandpa Bill at the Cowboy Shop has been dressing Eagle fans for over 50 years. Get a great deal on men's, women's, and children's West Hancock shirts, hats, hoodies, and coats, plus Viking and Packers gear, Iowa State, Iowa, and UNI apparel, as well as Skechers footwear. Shop the Cowboy Shop downtown Britt.
All right, we're back, 7:52 to go, and Ben Martinez sends a high end over end, taken at the 5-yard line by Murphy, and Murphy dodges a tackler. That's Matthew Francis at the 18-yard line, goes up over the 20 and is brought down about the 22-yard line.
Croneman and Subject and Matt Larson in on the tackle, and West Hancock will bring the defense back out. Looks like number 12, Matt Larson, going to stay out there on defense for the Eagles. Matt Larson, a junior, 5'11", 260, going to play a right outside linebacker.
All right, so the Golden Bears come out 2 by 2. Hayne under center. Gives it off to Kirsch. Kirsch off the left side. And he's going to be brought down over the 25-yard line at about the 27. That's going to be a gain of about 4. We'll call it 2nd and 6.
GHB now leads Cherokee 27-0.
Two by 2 again are the Golden Bears. Hayne looks things over. Kirsch the lone back, straight drop back. He's under some pressure. Fires out to the right side, left side. And caught. Are they going to give it to him? Yep. It's complete to number 32. That's Caden Rothler.
Gain of about 8 there by
freshman fullback, if I got that number. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go with Colin Casey on that. That's a junior wide receiver. They got 2 number 32s on the roster, Jay.
Colin Casey, you said?
Colin Casey. Picked the wrong one there. He's a junior. He's 5'9", 130-pound receiver.
5th completion of the night for sophomore quarterback Garrett Haying. And if you're Garrigan, you got to like what you see with the quarterback. He shows some good skills, especially throwing the ball.
And this is Kirsch straight ahead. He goes forward, but not for very long, as he's brought down just past the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. So 5:30 to go here. West Hancock leads this one 35-0. And
John Martinez in at the defensive end position right now, giving Cole Kelly a little break defensively right now for West Hancock.
And with the 35-point lead, it's a running clock as they come out 2 by 2. Straight drop back by Hayne. He fires one out there, in and out, and intercepted. Yes. Intercepted. 2nd interception by Braden Walk. Braden Walk with 2 picks tonight.
Braden Walk making a play for the player of the game. His 2nd interception of the night, and Braden kind of had a breakout last year in the Dome. The semifinal game, he came up with some big plays defensively, interception, and some big-time pass coverage plays in the championship game. That time, ball deflected off the receiver's hands, and Walk able to get a beat on it and come up with the interception.
And we're going to have one of those officials' timeouts here. We'll take it with them with 5:05 to go. West Hancock leads 35-0 over the Golden Bears of Bishop Garrigan.
Hi, we're Britt Seed Company, local farmers and channel seedsmen, working side by side with a channel seedsman in your fields to understand your growing conditions is the best way to select channel products placed to perform for better yield potential. That's seedsmanship at work. For products placed to perform, your local channel seedsmen are Al, Rick, Mike, and Dave of Britt Seed Company. Like us on Facebook.
All right, welcome back. 5:05 to go here, third period. West Hancock's leading this one, 35-0 over the Golden Bears. And the West Hancock 1st and 10 after the interception by Braden Walk, his second of the night. And the Eagles are in good shape, taking over a 46-yard line of the Golden Bears.
And Kevin, after this play, it's nice to have we talked to Dan at halftime and about the stat book he put together, and give you some stats here after that interception.
Luke DeWard in the game for the Eagles, and a new quarterback also as they give it to Kane Zool, and he takes it forward for about a 3-4 yard gain down to the 43-yard line.
That was Red Iceman in at the game at the quarterback position. So Walk came up with his second interception that puts him in a tie for the second most interceptions in a game with a bunch of other guys. Kevin Iceman had 3 in a game. Tony Riedema had 3 in a game, and Brent Nedved had 3 in a game versus Lake Mills. Brady Wilson on the coaching staff up here, he had 2 in a game as well. So Walk ties with a bunch of other guys with Brady Wilson and a bunch of other guys for most interceptions in a game.
And Kane Zool will take it down to the 40-yard line. That'll bring up third down and about 4 for West Hancock. Kane getting the ball on the last 2 carries. And now he'll get a...
Kevin,
yes.
Longest interception return for a touchdown.
I know the answer.
For Britt West Hancock history.
I can't.
Who, when, and how long?
West Bend Mallard, 97 yards, and it was on. I was on the PA, and no one heard me because I was so excited.
And who was it?
It was my son. And now it's Aaron Gomez. He takes it up over the 40, gets about a yard, down to bring up 4th down and short. 4's and about 3. It was versus West Bend, and they threw it down here in the southwest corner and floated it up there, and Brady did the dodge and weave for 97 yards and took it to the house.
Good thing he's got his mother's speed, right?
Absolutely.
Another score update for you, Kevin. Waterloo Columbus, they lead Osage, who Osage didn't play last week. Columbus leads 21-0. Forest City and Roland Story, they're tied at 0 at the half, so defensive struggle up in Forest City. I believe it's their homecoming up there this week.
Eisman under center, and they give it to Matthew Francis, and he's off the right side, off tackle. We'll see. He's going to be close. We'll see. Nope, it's going to be short, and they'll turn it over on downs. So 4th down and 4. Matthew Francis gets all but about a yard of it.
An Eagle player that's slow getting up. I believe that's Gomez. That's slow to get up there.
Yeah, it looks like he might have tweaked an ankle.
Yep.
So with just under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and we'll see if they're going to take a break or they're just, nope, they're going to. He's a little bit gimpy on his right ankle.
Class A rankings, top 10 rankings. Grundy Center comes in at number 1. St. Ansgar number 2. Iowa City Regina, a big win last week over Clear Lake. They're ranked 3. Edco is ranked number 4. Wapsie Valley number 5. They are at number 9. MFL Marmac tonight. South Wind 6. Lisbon ranked number 7th. West Hancock comes in at number 8. Again, MFL Marmac is number 9, and Logan Magnolia comes in ranked number 10. That's the Radio Iowa poll.
And you got Southwind, Wapsie Valley, and MFL all in the same district and all ranked. As they come out, 2 receivers to the left to give it to Murphy. I had Kellen Moore instead of Kellen Murphy on my mind. And he takes it up to the 40-yard line, gain of about 3 yards to bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Golden Bears with 2.5 minutes to go here in the third period.
Eagles sprinkling in some new players. Osborne still in there defensively. Thompson, Ben Martinez, and I'm sure these seniors who got honored tonight for senior night want to keep that 0 on the scoreboard defensively.
2 by 2 are the Bears. Straight drop back by Hain. He fires one out there, and that one is almost picked off as it went through the receiver's hands. And
first receiver, Cal Berkey, slipped and fell down. I think that's what he wanted to go to originally. And lucky to avoid disaster. A lot of times when you have players slipping and falling down, that's when the ball's going the other way.
And Larson and Zool were all over that one. 142 and counting here in the third period. 3rd down and 7 now for the Golden Bears. They trail 35-0 to the Eagles. And they come out of the huddle with 2 receivers to the right. Hayne looks things over and gives it to Murphy. Murphy dodges the tackler in the middle of the line of scrimmage and falls forward at about the 44-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down and about 3 yards for the Golden Bears with 1:10 to go.
Give credit to Kellen Murphy there, as it looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage and able to squirt through, pick up about 4 yards, going to bring up a 4th and 3 for Garrigan. They brought in a substitution package. It looks like they're going to line up to punt. We'll see if they actually do. West Hancock going to send Zool and walk back deep to field the punt. They're going to line up at about their 20-yard line.
And Murphy's back to punt, we assume. Here's a snap. And it's high, short, end over end. And takes a West Hancock sideways bounce at about the 31-yard line where it'll be down. And the West Hancock will take over with 27 ticks to go here in the third period, leading 35-0 over the Golden Bears of Bishop Garrigan.
So offensively, we got Marks is going to stay in at left tackle.
Zool and
65 for West Hancock. Eric Martinez, a sophomore guard, 5'9", 190, is coming in on the offensive line. John Martinez is going to stay in. Parker Means is going to stay in at the center position. And we'll see Brighton Coogee looks like he's going to play right tackle, and we'll get to the rest here after the break.
All right, so at the end of 3, it's West Hancock 35, Bishop Garrigan Bears 0. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, this is Dale of Miller & Sons Golf Cars in Britt. Why settle for just a golf car when you can have a get more out of life car? E-Z-GO continues to revolutionize the golf car industry. Heavy-duty cars that offer the best in comfort and cost less to operate. We offer customization and certified parts and service technicians to keep your E-Z-GO going. Miller & Sons Golf Cars, a half-mile south of Britt on James Avenue.
You have a choice where you bank. First State Bank of Britt and Woden are here to make your choices easier. Whether you're looking for personal, business, or agricultural products, we're ready to serve you. Bank on the go 24/7 with our apps for mobile banking and bill pay. First State Bank of Britt and Woden, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We make Hancock County our home.
All right, welcome back. I got to give a shout out here to my brother-in-law. He just sent me a text. Says he's watching several games around the area. He's watching us. He's watching Hampton-Dumont. He's watching Clear Lake. Iowa Falls are tied at 7 at halftime. I don't know if you knew that, Jay.
Oh, thank you.
And Grundy Center leads 35-0 over North Mahaska.
I'll tell you what, Grundy
Thanks,
Center.
Stacy, for that.
Grundy Center opened up with 2 really, really tough opponents, and last week's win, who'd they shut out last week? Dyke Hartford. That was an impressive victory for the Spartans.
Eagles come out now, wing to the right. They give it to Ben Martinez. Ben is forward for a couple of yards. Going to be brought down just shy of the 35-yard line, and that'll bring up 2nd down and about 8.
Bronk and Nammer is in on the tackle.
And Larson brings the play in for the Eagles.
So we got Martinez, Coogee, Means, and Marks on the offensive line.
Right, swings to the right, give it to Matthew Francis. He dodges a tackler and squirts to the hole up to the 40-yard line.
Matthew moves to the fullback position. Larson and DeWard are running in plays along with Calaz. And in the backfield, we had Francis, Zool, and who else there, Kevin, on that last one?
I'm not positive of that. I'll have to check that for you this time. I think it was, you said Zool, right? Yeah, Zool,
Yep.
Francis, and
Martinez.
Martinez, yep.
That's the other one.
Now it's 3rd down and short, and they give it to
ball's
Matthew
out.
Francis, and he lost the ball. And a big number 60 takes it the other way for the Golden Bears. And that thing was a pinballing around there, and he says, look what I got, and he takes off.
Matthew didn't have that one from the start, and
no.
The littlest guy on the field, Red Iceman, takes down one of the biggest guys on the field as he makes a wise choice and takes him by the ankles and not trying to tackle him up high. As big number 60, that is Connor Davis. who came up with the fumble recovery.
So the Eagles turn it over to the Golden Bears at the 26-yard line. They'll be first and 10, 10-15 and counting. And Haying.
Oh, that's Nemers that came up. Nemers came up with the fumble recovery.
2 receivers to the right, Kirsch and Murphy, and they give it to Kirsch. Actually, they pitch it out to. We got a flag. It's coming back, I believe, but it was Haynes keeping the ball.
Keeping the ball.
On a little option. He pulled it. He faked it into Kirsch, the fullback, and then pulled it out and took off around the.
It's a gain of 16.
Near side
We'll
end.
see what
but
the.
it's a holding call, and it's coming back.
Gain of 16 is negated by the holding call, and West Hancock 35 points right now, Kevin. And one of the most interesting things I found in the stat book, and I'll mark this one up because I got 2 copies, but West Hancock is 70-1 when they score 30 to 39 points, 72-0 when scoring 40 to 49 points. Wow.
So it's first down and 10 at the 27-yard line for the Golden Bears. A nice gain was negated by a holding penalty. They come out 2 by 2. Hayden looks things over, gets under center. Kirsch in the backfield behind him. He's straight drop back, and he's got everybody coming, and he gets out of it, and now he rolls out, throws it out there, and it's intercepted, this time by Ryland Barnes. Cason Barnes, excuse me. And he throws it here. He takes it out of bounds at about the 9-yard line as Hayden floated that one out there and over the top of his receiver.
Hayden got a lookout block from his offensive line, and he was under pressure from the jump and did all he could to roll out to the near side and give himself a chance. Unfortunately for him, he overthrew his receiver, and Cason Barnes playing center field back there at his free safety position comes up with the interception, and this one is all but over as we're 8:40 to go. Clock is running. West Hancock leads 35-0 over Bishop Garrigan.
And we'll have to make a decision here on our First State Bank play of the game as they give it forward, and didn't see who the ball carrier was. We'll catch that for you here in just a second.
You know, Kevin, there's
Matthew Francis, and I tell you, First State Bank, first of all, let's talk about First State Bank. You know, that's where community matters, whether you're looking for competitive loan rates, checking accounts, savings, CDs, IRAs. First State Bank is your independent, locally managed community bank offering local decisions and advanced online technologies to help you manage life every step of the way. Visit them online at fsb-brit.com. What was you going to interject there, Jake?
I was going to say, after this play, I'll give you my nomination for the First State Bank play of the game.
As they give it to, I got to get my roster
Number
up here.
6, that was Pablo Calles.
Pablo Calles on the carry for West Hancock.
And I have moved into his
You were in the twilight zone on your stat sheet there, buddy.
He picks up a couple on.
You had a thought on the First State Bank play of the game.
I would say the first touchdown run that opened up the scoring, that was our first big play of the game, 57-yard touchdown run by Cole Kelly. Kind of eliminates any doubt that the team might have had offensively after struggling those first couple weeks. Kelly and offensive line able to get it in the end zone from 56 yards out.
Calles again, and he's looked for some room off the right side. And he turns the corner, finds about a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down and about 7 for the Eagles.
You know what we could do? We could do an offensive play of the game and a defensive play of the game.
We could, because we've had some good defensive plays of the game.
There we go.
But then which one do you choose? Because we've had 3 interceptions and,
you gotta go
and a sack.
You got to go with the pick 6. Anytime your defense is scoring, you got to go with the pick 6.
I concur.
Braden Walk, pick 6 from 29 yards out in the first half, and Cole Kelly a 57-yard touchdown run to open up the scoring in this one. That's what we'll name our First State Bank plays of the game.
Barnes back to punt. This one's angling towards the near sideline.
Wowzer.
And touches Braden Walk, or did he? Maybe not.
I think he matrixed that one, Kevin.
Yeah, okay, well, good job. And it will be down by the Eagles at the 42-yard line, where the Golden Bears will take over with 6:18 to go. Again, West Hancock leads this one 35-0. It's been
Wapsie Valley leads MFL Marmac 14-8. That was a top 10 game we mentioned a little bit ago. And who else did we say is in that district?
We've got South Winneshiek and
yes.
Those three teams all ranked, all very good programs.
Woodbury Central leads IKM Manning 14-0. We saw both those teams in the playoffs last year. We were talking earlier. We think there's a couple pieces missing from that IKM team that haven't played in those first couple games. We'd have to get on quick stats and take a look because they were bringing back a ton from last year, and we were impressed by them in our first-round matchup with what they had skill-wise and who they had coming back. And
I
they've started.
I think one of their running backs is injured and out for the season, if I'm not mistaken. I read that somewhere, and that certainly would make a big difference for them not having one of the Rasmussens in the backfield.
14-0.
So the Golden Bears come out. We had one of those sanitation timeouts. We call them sanitation timeouts. We're not taking out the trash.
Still waiting for a sponsor for our sanitation timeouts. Now into the game for West Hancock at the defensive back positions. We've got a young Eccles out there, and I believe Ty Peterson on the far side of the left defensive back position. Rhett Eisman comes in at the free safety position.
And now they pitch it back out to Murphy. Murphy looks like he wants to pass, and then he's going to get swamped over as he rolls out to the right. And I couldn't tell if it was, I don't know if he was looking at the pass or not.
I think he was. He was set up to pass, and they had a receiver out there on the far side, one receiver route, and John Martinez came in and disrupted that play and said, no, thank you, Kellen Murphy. We're not going to let you get a cheap one here late on us.
Second down and 13 with 5:50 to go here in the game.
And Levi Eccles is who's out here on the near side.
Two receivers left. Kirsch and Murphy, they give it to Murphy. Murphy is going to be brought down. Luke DeWardian in there, but he's dragging Luke and the host of Eagles, convocation of Eagles forward. He's back inside the 10-yard chains, but it'll bring up a third down.
So
it's going to bring up third down and about 8 for.
Murphy lost 4 on that first one, right?
I believe so.
And then he gained, call it 8. There on second down, going to bring up a 3rd and 8. Parker Means now in defensively, and Kevin, you said Luke DeWard making a play there on that last defensive effort.
2-by-2 are the Bears. Straight drop back by Hayne. He looks out to his left, fires, and it's complete. Out there to number 7, Joey Trainer. And that'll be shy of the first down marker by about a yard the way it looks. So bring up 4th and 1 with 4:40 to go.
Also into the game.
After the game for the Brit Bar and Grill postgame show. Also in the game.
Number 58, Casey Lamoureux, and Casey Lamoureux, a junior, 6'4", 295, and also Ethan Hill, I believe, is in at the right defensive end position, a junior, 5'8", 170.
So it's 2 receivers to the right for Hayne. Kirsch, Murphy in the backfield, fumble on the play, and we'll see who gets it back. I don't know. And it was recovered by Garrigan.
J.J. Jackson Johnson entering the game at a linebacker spot. He's going to give Rylan Barnes a rest. And then to fill in the ones we've missed, let's see, 25, Hugo Cal is in at a linebacker spot, and Alex Marks, big defensive tackle. He's done a good job on the offensive line tonight. He's going to try his hand now at defensive tackle for West Hancock. And so we're going Lamoureux, Means, Marks, and Hill on the defensive line, and we'll get to the rest here after this.
And they're going to give the ball to
Ball's
out again. This time it was Kirsch, and the ball's on the ground. I think it's going to get back into Garrigan Bears' hands.
That was Marks, I believe, that came up with the strip as he got a big paw in there.
It was recovered by Jacob Lear.
Kirsch went by. Linebacker crew right now, DeWard, Jackson Johnson, Matt Larson, and Hugo Calles. Secondary, Ty Peterson and Levi Eccles are the defensive cornerbacks, and Rhett Eisman is your safety.
Unfortunately, Rhett has been lonely back there at his safety position.
Yeah, that's all right.
2-by-2 are the Golden Bears. And then straight drop back by Hayne. He looks out to his right, got a man, and broken
job,
up
Ty.
at the last minute by Ty Peterson.
Really nice play there.
Got a hand in there and knocked it away.
Really nice play there by Ty Peterson as he was able to get back in his drop, find the football, and make a play on it and come up with a defensive pass breakup.
So it'll be 3rd down and 8, 2:20 to go here in the game. West Hancock leads 35-0.
Belmont Clemmy making a comeback. They now trail just 28-20 as they're at Southeast Valley tonight.
And 2 receivers to the left. They give it to Kirsch. He's straight forward and brought down after a short gain.
Ethan Hill and Matt Larson in on the tackle.
And surprised the field has held up pretty well.
Yeah, got a little bit of chewed up a little bit over here, but
not bad.
Not terrible.
And we can still read the Golden Bears jersey numbers, which is amazing to me also.
Yes.
But that is in direct relationship to the field staying in pretty good shape. 1:30 in the game clock, and it's ball's on the ground again. Payne drops it, picks it up, and
sack.
And this is going to be another Britt Food Center sack of the game.
And I'm going to get, I think that was Ethan Hill was the first one to get in there. And Britt Food Center sack of the game, the second one tonight. And our second winner is
Pat Byers. So Pat Byers, if you're listening out there, you are the winner of a bag of groceries from the Britt Food Center. Compliments of Ethan Hill and the Britt defensive, or the West Hancock defensive line making the sack, and that was fourth down, so the Eagles will take over 1st and 10 with 50 ticks to go in this one. Ball's directly on the 30-yard line of the Eagles.
First sack tonight, Kevin, was John Martinez. Was that correct?
That is correct.
And then Ethan Hill comes up with the second sack for the Britt Food Center sack of the game. Congratulations to Pat Byers and Lois De Leon were our winners tonight.
And the Eagles will just take a knee.
Ball's out.
They wanted to take it in. They wanted to take a knee, but I don't think the ball slipped out of his hands.
Yes.
20 ticks to go. They will not have to snap it again. So our First State Bank play of the game. Actually, we're going to go a dual play of the game. Again, for the play of the game sponsored by the First State Bank. There are community matters, and whether you're looking for competitive loan rates, checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, IRAs, First State Bank is your independent, locally managed community bank offering local decisions and advanced online technologies to help you manage your life every step of the way. Visit them online at fsb-brit.com. And our First State Bank play of the game was the interception for a touchdown by Braden Walk, and the dual one. Well, that was on the defensive side. On the offensive side, we're going to go with Cole Kelly, 57-yard run in the first period to open up the scoring for West Hancock and put them on the board. So your final score here at Bob Sanger Field, West Hancock 35 and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 0. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll recap the scoring, have our statistics, and we'll get you all up to speed on the Britt Bar and Grill postgame show. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
McCluskey Appliance. For the best quality, selection, and prices on American-made Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Jenner appliances. There's only one name to know, McCluskey Appliance. See them in Mason City or Garner and get free delivery and great service after the sale.
Go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto insurance. It's just another way the Brett State Farm team is there to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Jay Hiscox and his team in Brett at 641-843-3563.
Break open a new career at Michael Foods of Britt. Health, dental, vision, 401k match, tuition reimbursement, paid holidays, vacation time, and yearly incentive bonus. So break open your opportunity. Apply today at michaelfoods.com. Michael Foods of Britt says go Eagles.
Casey Nielsen, your local John Deere dealer. When you believe in your equipment, you stand behind it. That's why you get a 6-year powertrain warranty on any John Deere compact utility tractor that covers both residential and commercial use. Why? Simple. Nothing runs like a Deere. See the limited warranty for John Deere turf and utility equipment at Dealer for details. Casey Nielsen Limited in Kanawha.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company has been serving the families of North Iowa for decades.
We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to help in any way we can. Please feel free to call us at one of our funeral homes or visit our website at ewingfh.com.
Ewing Funeral Home and Monument Company at Britt, Kanawha, Clarion, Belmont, and Ouse.
Game on at the Britt Bar and Grill. Traditional or boneless wings, mild or hot. We've got wings and sports for every fan. High school, college, or pro. Enjoy comfort food like burgers and roasted chicken or daily lunch specials. Stop in after home games for wings and appetizers, as well as the best late night entertainment. Britt Bar and Grill, downtown Britt, where the fun never stops. Go Eagles, defending state champs.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Just a quick camera adjustment here. Get the guy on there. Hi, Mom, he says. Well, welcome to the postgame scoreboard show this week and every week. Eric, Stacy, and the entire crew up at the Britt Bar and Grill bring the postgame scoreboard show to you. Don't miss the action tonight and every night at the Britt Bar and Grill. They'll serve up wings and appetizers after all the home games. The Britt Bar and Grill is located on Main Street, just across from Dollar General in downtown Britt. And nice victory tonight by the West Hancock Eagles, 35-0 over the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears. Just going to recap real quickly here the second half scoring. Before I do that, I want to remind you that Lois De Leon and Pat Byers, you are winners of Britt Food Center Sack of the Game contest. And Taylor Sanger was the winner of the Hobnob trivia question tonight. She wins a $20 gift certificate, compliments of the Hobnob in downtown Britt. Second half scoring wasn't a great deal of it, just one time, but it was a big one with 7:52 to go in the third period. Cole Kelly, big hole on the right side, goes 65 yards for the touchdown. Ben Martinez comes on, kicks the extra point, gives West Hancock a 35-0 lead at that point, and that was also your final score as the Eagle defense takes over after that, shutting out the Golden Bears of Bishop Garrigan. So, Jay, I know you've been over here scribbling quickly. So,
First off, for Garrigan, I had them running for 52 yards. Am I mic on, Kevin?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have you turned off, my friend.
First off, for Garrigan, I had them running for 52 yards as a team. Kellen Murphy, 11 carries, 20 yards. Kirsch, 9 carries, 19 yards. And Haying from the quarterback position, 7 carries for 12 yards. Haying was 6 of 15 through the air and 2 interceptions for 47 yards. On the receiving end for the Bears, Murphy had a catch for 3 yards. Von Bank had 2 catches for 28 yards. Cal Berkey had a catch for 2 yards. Colin Casey had a catch. And number 7 was Joey Traynor, had a catch late in the second half. For West Hancock, it was all about the ground game tonight, as Barnes was 0 of 1 on his only pass attempt, and West Hancock was led on the ground by Cole Kelly, 19 carries, 306 yards, and he was done with about 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Kevin. So if he would have stayed in the game, he certainly probably would have broke the individual rushing record that's held by Chris Slugger, but he'll get a chance here later on in the year to do it again. Matthew Francis had 8 carries for 21 yards. Kane Zool, 4 carries for 20 yards. Kason Barnes, 1 carry, 5 yards. Ben Martinez, a carry for 2 yards. Irvin Gomez, a carry for 3 yards. And Pablo Calles, 2 carries for 4 yards. Defensively, West Hancock gets 2 sacks on the night. First one was by John Martinez. And Lois De Leon was our Britt Food Center sack of the game winner. And then Ethan Hill came up with a sack late in the game, his first of the year. And Pat Byers gets a bag of groceries with that. And 3 interceptions on the night for West Hancock. Kason Barnes gets 1, and Braden Walk gets 2 interceptions tonight, 1 of the pick 6 variety.
It was it was a very good night for West Hancock's defense again.
It's been a great year so far for West Hancock's defense.
And that's what I was going to say, is that in 3 games, West Hancock has given up just a total now of 21 points in 3 games.
21 points, and one of those touchdowns was, 2 of the touchdowns were late in the game. One of them was after an unfortunate turnover near our own end zone in game 1 of the season against GHV. That was kind of the turning point in that game, unfortunately. And then last week they gave up the one drive, basically, is all they gave up in that game that sent the game into overtime. So defensively, this team is, I would say they're at a championship level defensively and offensively. Tonight they showed the fireworks and the explosiveness that they're capable of.
And we saw things tonight that we didn't see the first 2 games from the offense, especially in the offensive line. The timing was there, the holes were there. Cole Kelly had room to run. That it just everything was much improved from what
timing was better, and that was one thing we alluded to in the first couple games. And I'll go back and not watching the film, but Alex Marks got his first playing time of the season, and when he came in, it was John Martinez went down with an injury. They brought Marks in at a defense or tackle position, moved Tanner Thompson inside to a guard position, and the next thing you know, West Hancock's off and running. Kelly rips off the big first touchdown run, and then it was just kind of an explosion of long runs after the fact. So offensive line did some really good things tonight, and overall just a lot of kids making a lot of plays, and going to be a tough choice for the State Farm Player of the Game.
So we'll come back. Do we need to update some scores?
Yeah, I got a few score updates. Then I'll have you just throw it to the score updates. Last night we had a final. St. Ed's, who we host next week, they beat North Union 53-27 last night.
They're going to come in 3-0.
Yep, they'll be coming in 3-0 and putting up a lot of points in those first 3 games. So this defense that we've hyped up will be tested next week. We'll find out if we're for real. GHV, they beat and shut out Cherokee Washington tonight, 41-0. Spirit Lake was leading 28-10 over Algona. Still a tie score in Forest City, 0-0. Forest City and Roland Story. Clear Lake and Iowa Falls Alden at last update was 7-7. Waterloo Columbus was shutting out Osage 21-0. Belmont Clemmy was trailing 28-20 now against Southeast Valley. West Fork leads Newman 21-6. No score update between Lake Mills and North Butler. St. Ansgar and Nashua Plainfield, last score update we had was 21-0. South Wind was leading Clayton Ridge 19-7. Wapsie Valley, the only Class A top 10 matchup tonight, they were leading. I'm not sure if that's a final or not, but I know they were leading 14-8 over MFL. And Woodbury Central was leading IKM Manning 14-0. And then stay tuned for after our show here, the Radio Iowa post-game scoreboard show will give you all the scores throughout the state and some radio broadcast highlights as well.
All right, we'll take the break here. When we come back, we'll have our Jay Hiscox State Farm Player of the Game. This is West Hancock football on the home of the Eagles, B103.
Hi, I'm Hunter McNeese. McNeese Tire and Automotive is your vehicle and ag tire supplier, offering full service in the shop, on the farm, or even roadside assistance. For parts, service, or tires, call 843-3536. McNeese Tire, Highway 18 West in Britt.
At First Citizens Wealth Management, we have a highly skilled team dedicated to helping you plan, grow, and protect your legacy across generations.
First Citizens Wealth Management is a division of First Citizens Bank. Securities offered by First Citizens Wealth Management are not deposits of the bank, are not FDIC insured, have no financial institution guarantee, and may lose value.
Hi, this is Ben from the Hobnob in Britt, and we're cooking up all of our Eagle favorites like the Iowa Steak Sandwich, the Honey Barbecue Burger, Dirty Bird, or the Hot Mother Clucker. Try our famous duck wontons or corn dip. Come experience the Hobnob in downtown Britt. See our full menu and daily specials on Facebook or call 641-843-0508. Go Eagles! Central Financial Group in Britt and Kanawha, proud supporters of West Hancock. For all your financial services and insurance needs, call 843-4483. We're committed to improving the livelihoods of every family, farm, and business we serve. Central Financial Group in Britt and Kanawha, where you belong.
St. Brad's Barbecue, award-winning barbecue for vending, catering, parties, fairs, and festivals. Do you have a family get-together and want barbecue? Give us a call at 515-293-0791. Give us a call now for your occasion in the future. And go Eagles!
Whether you're on the road, the 20-yard line, the court, the mat, or way out in center field, go for the win and score with Drive Safe and Save from your J. Hiscock State Farm team in Britt. You could earn up to a 50% discount on car insurance. Plus, bundle your home to save even more. Inquire about low rates on business, farm, and life insurance, too. Your J. Hiscock State Farm team in Britt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 641-843-3563 for a quote today.
All right, welcome back, and it's time for that Jay Hiscock's State Farm Player of the Game. Give Jay a call. All your insurance needs. I'm going to speak personally. I've been a State Farm, covered by State Farm in one way or another for in my entire life almost. Yeah. And give Jay a call up there at his office in downtown Britt, and he'll get you fixed up. Anything you need. I know, unfortunately, we've used you a lot the last year or so.
Yeah, your family has had to use their insurance here the last couple of years, but that's what you pay premiums for, so we can take care of you when you hit a deer or a hailstorm comes through, or
can you say derecho?
Or when you move into a new house down in North Liberty, and all of a sudden a week later the hail comes, and bad luck happens sometimes, and it tends to happen to people. I've noticed, it's like boom, 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 like hit a deer and hit a deer on your way home from a football game, and then have a hailstorm the next weekend, things like that. It happens like that, but that's why we're here and why we take care of you. So give me a call, and we can look over your coverages and give you a free quote, and if we're the right fit, we'd love to bring you into the State Farm family.
And what's that number?
641-843-3563.
3563. I just seeing if you actually knew it. So
I do.
You don't ever call yourself. So
I know. It's
anyway.
like when people ask you for your cell phone number, and you're like, I'm not quite sure.
We had some major choices tonight. For the West Hancock Eagles for State Farm Player of the Game.
So I'm going to go a little unique. So Cole Kelly got it last week, and I like to spread the love. So honorable mention to Cole Kelly. 300-plus yards rushing in 3.5 quarters. So great job, Cole Kelly. Great job to the offensive line to open up those holes. I'm going to give it to two guys tonight since, I was thinking we have a shortened regular season, and I like to spread the wealth a little bit. Ben Martinez is my first State Farm Player of the Game. He was 5 for 5 in extra points tonight. I thought he was really good defensively from his defensive tackle position, getting in the backfield and causing havoc, a couple tackles for loss. And then Braden Walk defensively in the secondary, coming up with 2 interceptions, one of them that he returned for a touchdown. So defensively, we've talked all year in the shortened season so far. After 3 games, we've been really, really good. Braden Walk kind of stepped in last year in the playoffs when we went to more 4 guys in the secondary when we were running into some passing plays, and now this year he's a full-time starter and doing a really good job. And then Ben Martinez filling in. Didn't get a ton of playing time last year on the defensive line, and this year he's stepping in and doing a great job from his D-tackle position. And next week we'll find out. St. Ed's comes in scoring 50-plus points a game, 3-0 on the year, and we'll be tested defensively, but I think our defense will be up to the challenge. And what we saw offensively tonight, I liked the rhythm and just the timing and tempo of our offense and offensive line.
Yep. Well, our final score here from a rainy Bob Sanger Field, a soggy Bob Sanger Field, was West Hancock 35 and the Bishop Garrigan Golden Bears 0. Next week, we're right back here at Sanger Field, as Jay said, with the St. Edmund Gales coming to town in another district matchup. St. Edmund 3-0 coming in. West Hancock will be 2-1, of course. And look for a good game there. We'll have it right here on B103 and streaming on the World Wide Web at KOW.com. And also, you can catch that link on the West Hancock High School. Goodness sakes, my mind just went completely blank. Online at the West Hancock High School website. That's what I was trying to say. I want to thank Jenna again for her camera work tonight. Thank Mel back at the studio. Jay, for Jay Hiscox, I am Kevin Wilson. Thanks for listening, and you've been listening to West Hancock Football on the home of the home away voice of the West Hancock Eagles, B103. We'll see you next week.